All right. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday, and welcome to what will be a slightly somber watch along, just based off of the news today. I mean, if unless it's not, but we'll see how it goes. As we get started here at 9:05, I would be remiss if I didn't share the news that Craig Counsell said that Justin Steele will be seeking a second opinion. Can everyone let me know? Everyone, let me know if they see me and hear me okay too. By the way, just because I'm by myself. Um, Justin Steele will be seeking a second opinion on his elbow tendonitis, which of course you never want to hear. Anything that you know comes with a second opinion with an elbow with a pitcher is always concerning. But I also would say that anything that anyone says that hasn't examined Justin Steele or hasn't seen his MRI would be purely speculating. If you would like me to speculate, if you'd like me to do that, I can. My speculation would be that this injury, as Counsell said, is an injury he's dealt with a few times in the past, and they want to figure out how to make sure it doesn't happen again. And I'm sure one of the avenues that was suggested was the S word, which is surgery. And so they're trying to, maybe Steele's trying to figure out a way to avoid that, or maybe he's trying to figure out just what's best for him. And, clearly the core thing that we know is this is the same injury he suffered before. They don't know why it keeps happening, and they want to figure out avenues to prevent it in the future. And we just don't know what those avenues are. So I'm going to leave it there. But obviously it wasn't a great report. I think the good news that we were hoping for was, hey, Justin's going to be fine. We're expecting a minimum stay, maybe a week or two longer, but expect him back in the next, 2 to 3 weeks, and we'll go from there. And that's not what happened. So, and add in the fact that Justin is, just such an important part of the culture of this team, one of the longest tenured guys outside of Hap, and a pitcher that they developed. And then add in the fact that all the frustration going into the year after they acquired Tucker was you need another quality starter. You need another quality starter. And then you also need, some bullpen depth and they, but quality. And they failed, they failed on both fronts. And now it's rearing its ugly head because Justin Steele is, out and they needed Imanaga and Steele to really be really good for this rotation to work. I mean, the guy throwing today is off to a great start, Matt Boyd, but he has an injury history. So it just wasn't great. But my advice to you would be that these things definitely, always seem, it's never as bad as it seems. It's never as good as it seems in sports and in life. So, hopefully this was just a bad day and we'll get better news on Sunday and we get to enjoy a baseball game, tonight, and pretty low expectations. Dodgers, I think, closed around -190 favorites, biggest underdogs the Cubs might be all season outside of maybe Sunday. So, let's have some fun, see if we can pull an upset and get the vibes rolling in here. If you're new to this, please ask a question or give a topic that you're interested in. The one thing I just ask that you don't do is give away what happens before it happens, because it takes away the whole purpose of why we do this. If you do that, I will just have to remove you, because I really like to enjoy the comments. There's nothing worse in a big spot when someone goes, "Ooh, tough K for Seiya," and I'm like 2 pitches behind. So we'll see. I saw somebody ask me, what do I think about, DFAing Killian? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he didn't seem like he was really close to putting it together here. So we'll see, we'll see with that. But just a frustrating day, but anything you guys want to talk about, we can. 155 people here so far. We're not even at first pitch yet. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. I probably will have to step away and I forgot to get myself a water or something during this show, but I'm back. No worries. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happens. This thing is so sensitive. Just shoots away so quickly. Okay. Cubs lineup today: Hap, Tucker, Seiya, Bush, Dansby, Nico, PCA, Shaw, Amaya. Freddie Freeman will be back. A lot of people asking about Cade Horton. Yeah, I think Cade will 100% pitch at some point, but they need to get him some more innings under his belt. I don't think he's ready just yet. So, we'll have to see. Kevin Alcantara, someone asked. Yeah, he's in AAA, and he's struggling. So, but they don't need any outfielders right now. So, let's see if I can get my lighting's a little bit dim here. All right, let's get it started. Let's see what happens tonight. Let's have some fun. Come on, Ian. Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound for the Dodgers. This will be the fourth time, I believe, the Cubs have seen him in his young career, and he's dominated the Cubs each and every time out. So maybe they will get him today. And that's the pitch right there. The Cubs just don't see that pitch. They don't pick that up, that 0-1 splitter. It is just, and it's so hard because you probably say to yourself, hey, you'll just work the count, right? That's what you want to do against Yamamoto. Just work the count. But it's really hard to work the count because once you get behind in the count and you get to 2 strikes, he busts that splitter on you and you have no chance. So you have to, you have to get to him early. So it's kind of tricky. 1-2 to Hap here. Here comes a nasty splitty. Strike 3. Oh man, I picked these watch-alongs. I picked, opening day Yamamoto. Then we lost to Arizona. And now I'm picking one where we're like massive underdogs. So next time I got to pick one where we actually have a good chance to win because you're just going to see a lot of that. Once he gets ahead, that splitter, and the fact that he's got a good feel for it, not a good sign. Here's Kyle Tucker. I might have heard of him. That was a ball, called a strike. Tucker, you're going to hear us talk a lot more about this Kyle Tucker extension because I genuinely think the fans will have a say in it. And I think the more they talk about it, the more pressure will be on Tom to get it done. And so Matt and I have talked about it. We're going to talk about that at least once or twice a week. We're going to do whatever we can, get people to give him standing ovations at the game, especially now with this Steele injury. You really need Kyle Tucker to be here more than 1 year because that's what was so frustrating about what they did after they acquired Tucker. It's like, okay, are you going to go all in on Tucker, but then you're going to just leave your roster completely flawed? So what if Kyle Tucker hits 40 home runs, drives in 120 runs, finishes second or third in the MVP voting, and you win 84 games because you didn't fix your pitching, you didn't fix your bullpen? Well, then we need Kyle Tucker for more than another year. See, grounds one foul. Looks like Yamamoto's got his good stuff today, of course. God forbid the Cubs catch a break and he just has some trouble commanding, but he looks like he just spun a real slow curveball in there to one of the best players in baseball so far in this young season. See if Tucker could just work an AB here. Here's a little tapper foul. 91 on that splitter. I mean, these guys, man, Yamamoto, Sasaki, they're Glass now. They don't have Snell's on the IL. Kershaw's on the IL. They don't even have Ohtani pitching yet. I mean, look at the splitter that Yamamoto is supporting here. 92 miles an hour on that pitch. So Becky said, Sam, do you think we'll win the series? Absolutely not. I'd be thrilled with 1 win. Here comes the 2-2. Attaboy, Kyle. Way to lay off that pitch right there. He's seeing the splitty. Come on, Kyle. Come on, work a walk here, Kyle. Big 3-2 coming. Perfect pitch, strike 3 called. I feel like I'm. This is deja vu at 5 a.m. In Japan. Like there's nothing that I could say bad about that at bat. Look at where that pitch is. It's a perfectly executed 97 mile an hour fastball. After you're seeing a splitter, DJ Rick says, watches it go by. And why don't you try and go in there and hit that after he just threw perfect splitters? There's nothing. No, you can't spoil that pitch. It's a perfect pitch. He's making perfect pitches. Perfect pitches. You're not going to hit this guy if he doesn't make any mistakes. I mean, that sequence, that was outstanding work by Tucker and just better work by Yamamoto. Attaboy, Seiya. I mean, he went nasty splitty, and then he went 97 low and away, just right on the black. There's no better pitching than that. Attaboy, Seiya. 3-0. Give him the green light here. Nobody on, 2 outs. Green light him. Green light him. Get a fastball to your liking. Green light him. Give us a 1-0 lead. Give him a green light right here. Green light him right here. Go after one. 3-0. Oh, man. That was the one. That was the one, Seiya. You're not going to get a better pitch than that. Oh gosh, that's why you green light him right there, because then he swings at a bad pitch. He swings at a bad 3-1 pitch to jam him, and the inning's over. Cubs go 1-2-3. Here comes Matthew Boyd out for the next inning. I'm going to check on the Brewers score. Don't know why you wouldn't green light him there. Not going to get a better pitch all night. Yeah, guys, I really caution you during this game and during this series to try and not like freak out over these at-bats. I mean, we'll see. Glasnow's coming off a really bad outing. I don't think he'll have 2 in a row. Maybe they can get to Roki again. You know, he walked the stadium in Japan. But we'll see. Someone said the key is to just make him throw a lot of pitches so he's out of the game early. Yeah, it's easier said than done, though, because if you take pitches and he gets ahead of you, then you're at his mercy with the splitter. This guy's one of the best pitchers in baseball. I mean, he was – I don't think people realize this guy on the list of why they won the World Series. I mean, let's look it up. Let's look at what he did in the postseason last year. I know he pitched that critical Game 5 against the Padres at home and dominated. I mean, this guy's top notch. He got off to a little bit of a slow start last year, if I remember correctly, was injured. And since he came back from that injury, I mean, he's as good as anybody in the game. He's as good as anybody in the game. He's got a 1.69 to start the year. Let's see last year. I want to see what he did in the postseason last year, if I remember correctly. So he got rocked. He got rocked his first outing of the playoffs, then dominated the Padres in the playoffs, the decider game, and then went 6 1/3, 1 earned in the World Series. It's not actually as good as I thought, but still, he's really good. Oh, man. All right, let's see what Matthew Boyd has today. This is always fun. You get to start the game against Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts. Oh, they have Freddie hitting 4th today, not 3rd. Interesting. Maybe because of a lefty. See what Matthew Boyd has. He pitched against the Dodgers last year with Cleveland. I actually remember him doing a pretty decent job, if I remember correctly. We'll see. First pitch there is a shot right at first base. Set up, baby, Michael. What's the exit velo on that? Ball looked like it was hit pretty hard. $234 people with us. Anything you guys want to discuss, any questions, whatever, just hop right on. Here comes Mookie Betts. It's very, very rare that the Cubs will play a series. Well, actually, it's not very rare. This is the only time it'll happen where Kyle Tucker not only is not the best player in the series, he's probably not one of the best 2 players in the series, depending on how you value Mookie Betts and Freddie. I think Freddie's a better hitter than Kyle Tucker, but nobody gives any credit anymore to first baseman. It's like, if you play first base, you just don't have that much value. But I think Freddie Freeman's as good of a hitter as anybody, maybe not named Soto or Ohtani in baseball. What'd you eat for dinner today? Great question, Everett. I had a Jimmy John's sub, and I need some water at some point here. And actually, I got 2 subs. I ate 1.5 of them, and I have a half left. 3-1. Don't want to walk anybody here, Matty. Especially not ahead of these guys. It's facing this team is so challenging. They're 10-4. I'll have it. I'll have it when I need it, Ginger. There's a walk. There's a walk. The Matthew Boyd thing is so interesting because, you know, to me, he was a real X factor going into the year. And now with the Steele injury, he goes from X factor to potential key. But the problem is he's got as bad of an injury history as anybody on the team. So you got to be really careful with his innings as well. All right, here we go. Please, Becky, please don't give anything away. Saw that you said he walked him before it happened. Just let it be. Just let me react to it. What do you think Boyd's ERA is at the end of the year? Assuming health, I'm going to say 3.47. There's a good pitch right there. You know, when you're facing a team like LA, it's so important when you face them. Like the Nationals got him. We got him at a good time in Japan. We just didn't take advantage of it. We should have been able to win one of those, especially the second one. But, you know, you look at when the Nationals got him, you know, they faced Robleski, May, and Knack, and they took 2 out of 3. And now the Dodgers are 10-4, and they're actually looking up at San Diego. They're actually looking up at San Francisco. So they come back, they run out Yamamoto, Zazaki, and Glass now, and they're just going to be in go mode. It's going to be a real tough series. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Attaboy. Sam, of all 5 remaining games with the Dodgers, how many do you think the Cubs will win? They'll get 1 at Wrigley. So hopefully 2. What are the odds the Cubs trade for Kyle Hendricks in July? Run the table and win the World Series at Kyle's the MVP. Not high. Not high. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Great velocity from Boyd early. Just doesn't have great command so far. Could Jordan Wicks be a closer? No. Been looking forward to watch along all day, Matt. I'm Sam. My name is Sam. Sam Olber, Locked On Cubs. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Come on, Matty. Oh, boy. 3-2. This is when you don't have elite stuff, it's just tough, these guys. They take so many pitches. It's such a grind. Oh, boy. You really don't want to walk them here. Come on, Matty. Little time called here. Nothing game. Bottom 1. Man on first, 1 out. Cubs went 1-2-3 quietly in the first. Matt Boyd now facing Teoscar Hernandez with Mookie Betts on first base. Big payoff pitch coming. Here it comes. Ball's popped up. This should be routine for Pete. Had a baby. Good pitch, Matty. Here comes Freddie Freeman. Probably my favorite. My 2 favorite non-Cubs are probably Freddie Freeman and Juan Soto. Freddie Freeman, such an interesting story. I just saw a clip on him today, and I didn't even know this about him, and I've been watching him for so long. His mother passed away when he was 10 years old of skin cancer. And so that's why he wears sleeves on his arm to honor his mom and the skin cancer. And, you know, he's just it just seems like such a model citizen / baseball player. Not that I want him to have any success here, but I just want to shout out Freddie Freeman. I'm a big fan of watching him play, big fan of watching what he does. I know his son was sick. Richard, the pistachios will be coming out. They will be coming out. I agree, Mark. Exactly. I just think, like, when I think of a professional baseball player, if I had to draw up a picture of what a professional baseball player looks like, it's Freddie Freeman. Just the ultimate pro. That being said, I hope he's rusty this series. Now, and then he won the World Series MVP, and he's just great, man. Guy's just a world-class baseball player. So good. Hall of Famer, all that. All right, here's the 1-1 pitch. Come on, Matty, show me something right here. Had a baby. Yeah, I know, guys. I'm gonna bring out after this half inning, I'll bring out my pistachios and my ginger ale. Gosh, everyone just knows me so well. I'm just not that nervous for this game, if I'm being genuinely honest. I usually bring out the ginger ale when I'm nervous. This game, I don't have a lot of nerves because my expectations are so low. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ooh, good pitch. Good pitch. Is Mookie Betts a lock for the Hall of Fame? Yes. Yes. A 3-time World Series champion, MVP. Absolutely. I believe Freddie's a lock as well. And I believe 3 of these guys are locks for the Hall of Fame. Not that I care about the Hall of Fame anymore because Barry Bonds isn't on it. In it. Come on, Matty, make a good pitch here. Ooh, wow, that was awkward. There you go. Atta baby. All right, I'm coming back with my snacks. That was a really nice job. Way to navigate around those guys, Matty boy. All right, let me get some snacks here. Do I not have any ginger ale left? All right. You ask and you shall receive. Here are my pistachios and my ginger ale, which is my last one, and I really shouldn't waste it because I only like to drink ginger ale when I'm nervous. And I'm not nervous right now. But because you guys ordered me to, I will. I'm a man of the people. A man of the people. Salt and pepper, wonderful pistachios. Okay, I got to try those. These are my favorite that I've had so far. I've had the regular ones and I've had the smoky barbecue. I'm a big spice guy. So I'm just refreshing this on my telephone. What's your ginger ale brand choice? Yeah, I can't, stuff that doesn't sponsor the show, I can't really do that. But I'll just say I've showed it on the air many times, so you could just go back and watch. Sam, who will end up having a better career? Shout out the setup man, by the way. Shout out Kyle. Talked to him today. Shout out to his wife and daughter, who may or may not be watching this. I don't know. Probably not, but if they are, I've met them and they're really cool. He said, who will have a better career, Freddie or Tucker? That's a great question. I mean, I think Freddie is a far more advanced hitter, and he's been doing it for so long. So when you say the career, it's probably Freddie. But Tucker's different. I think Tucker's a better comp for like Mookie because he's so good in the outfield and he runs the base as well. Freddie's just like such an elite. Like I think Freddie Freeman could hit in any era. You know, I think he would hit 300 pretty much in any era. I think he's a better pure hitter. But I just did a lot not answer the question. But I love Tuck. If he's watching this, I'm saying Tuck, but I'm going to go Freddie. Oh, I like the idea, Michael Bush. I like the idea. I respect it. Probably not going to get a hit off of this guy, so I respect it. The Cubs have tried a lot of bunting this year, and I respect it. I just wish they were better at it. Like, that's a free hit if you can just get it down. Easier said than done. Now he gets to see these splitters. That's why he did it. Because he knows he can't touch this splitter. Sam, what are your thoughts on Passon's today about the Cubs re-signing Tucker? Yeah, I agree with what he said. I agree with exactly what he said. He said, you know, the Cubs are going to have to do something like this, and Ricketts is going to feel pressure. And I believe it's our responsibility. Good layoff there, Michael. I think it's our responsibility to pressure him. If this game gets out of hand, by the way, I'd like some more trivia. I really enjoyed doing the basketball trivia last time. Brought back memories to me. Here's a 1-2 to Bush. That a baby, Mike. Okay, you know the splitter's coming now. So the question is, do you just sell out and swing at it and try and make contact? Do you try and take it and hope that it dips out of the zone? Because you're susceptible to a backwards K here. Let's see what happens. You know it's coming. Here it comes. Nope, swung at it. Strike 3. 92. That's why he tried to bunt. When you see a hitter like Michael Bush bunting early in the count, you know it's a really good pitcher. Will you look at the movement on this pitch, man? Jay, Jay, I think if this were a playoff game, you might see Justin Turner reverse Yamamoto because of that splitter, but it's not. So Dansby hits a ball pretty well to right center field, and it's going to die at the track. Someone's saying my TV wasn't a full batter by. He hit that ball well. So like that right there, That right there is exactly the problem. So Dansby went ahead and swung early because he doesn't want to get to the split. And he made good contact, but he made an out. But now look at Yamamoto's pitch count. He's at 22 pitches. Like it's just a chicken and the egg. There's no real great way to attack him. You just got to get some hits. It's very difficult, man. Here's a guy that will be able to at least put the splitter in play. Sam, what's your ideal contract for Tucker before All-Star break and free agency? I mean, what's my ideal contract, or what do I think he's going to get? I think probably 10 for 450 would be the starting point. I think if you people have to understand, like I saw some people today going, why would Kyle Tucker sign an extension? To me, that answer is really simple. Why? Think about it from a business perspective. Okay. If you or I are sitting there and if we have $450 million on the table, okay, let's just do this exercise. Somebody offers you $450 million for 10 years. And deep down, you feel like you can get 520. But if you get injured or something could happen to you where that 450 could turn into, something way lower, or you could experiment with the market and it's a year before the CBA and some owners go, we don't want to hand out a big contract till we figure out the new CBA. Wouldn't you just take the 450 and just be like, hey, or the 475, whatever the offer is, right? You would just say, hey, I'm going to take the money that's there. Now, that's not to say that he does that, but I don't think that's like a crazy case. If he likes the city, and he has 460, 450, whatever it is, $1 million on the table, and he's looking at that, and let's say it's May 15th, and he goes, man, what if I run into a wall at Wrigley? What if I get hit by a pitch? What if something happens? I'm just going to take the money that I know is there. Do you know what I mean? So, like, it's very plausible to see why he would be interested in a contract extension if he likes the city. I think people are like, well, why would he do that? Well, that's why. Because the difference between 450, 460 versus 500, yeah, it's a big difference, but so is the difference between 450, 460, and 350. You know what I mean? So, I think it's more, this is a great AB here by Nico, by the way, just doing what Nico does. But, it's plausible. That's not to say he does that, but I just would, if I heard that Kyle Tucker's interested in an extension, that would not shock me. What I'm concerned about is the owner doing what he needs to do and paying him. Because if he offers him now, I'll wait for this pitch because this is a great AB. Great AB here, man. This is, okay, I'm about to switch gears, but I'll finish my point. But this is what I mean when I say bat-to-ball skills you can't measure those by statistics. The Luis Arises of the world, the Horners of the world. They make guys work. Like, you can't put value on this. This doesn't count towards Nico's WRC plus, right? He's just struck out looking, but that he did work there. Anyways, again, another perfect pitch from Yamamoto. It's actually like nauseating how good he looks right now. What was I going to say? Oh, so yeah, like, if the Cubs offer him 10 years, $380 million, then that's a slap in the face, and he's not going to take that because that's too big of a gap. But if they offer him a real serious number, and yeah, he goes, yeah, I think I could squeeze out a little bit more in free agency, but he actually likes it here and just wants to, there's security, there's family, there's a lot of things that go into this. Maybe his family doesn't want to move again. I don't know, so we'll see. It's just kind of irritated. I was just hoping Yamamoto would give us a little something. Of course he's not. Yeah. Thoughts on the Mike Rodriguez tweet? I mean, that's exactly what we're talking about. I mean, do I know if it's true or not? No, I don't know Mike Rodriguez. I will say this. I talked to some people, listened to some podcasts, nobody with inside info, but people around the league that I trust, and they all said the same thing. If the Cubs are going to do this, they got to get it done quick. They got to get it done like the All-Star breaks the deadline. They got a real chance, but they got to get it done. The longer they wait, the less likely it gets done. That's what people told me. But those are also people that have no inside info. They're just speculating off of, anything else. Hello, I have a surprise for you. There's someone here in the waiting room. Who could it be?
Hello.
Oh, I got to put my headphones on.
Oh.
Because I haven't plugged in.
How's it going?
Nice shirt, dude.
Thank you.
Where are you filming this? Like Neptune or?
This is not the studio, obviously. Yes, it's just another part of my small home.
I'm having some pistachios.
And is that what flavor is that?
It's the one I always advertise, chili roasted.
Ah.
Here's the ever dangerous Tommy Edman, and he takes a strike.
Hey, so I've been watching the whole night, and for whatever reason, it's the first time this has happened. You're about a pitch and a half ahead.
Everyone's saying that, so I don't know what to do.
Well, no. Oh, then if you know that already, then it doesn't matter.
Yamamoto looks like he might throw a perfect game. So
he looks really good.
Man, he looks tough to hit. Nice shirt.
Thank you.
So do you want me to go ahead and say stuff? Because I'm ahead of you.
No, just keep doing your thing because really the only reason I'm in here is because I wanted a real TV and not my phone.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll just pause. I'll just pause for a sec. But it's good to know that I'm actually not behind for the first time.
Well, yeah, I thought that was unique. Yeah.
Well, maybe I'm getting a better subscription. Not a great throw there by Dansby. Nice stretch by Bush. So
yeah, a lot of good questions and comments in the chat throughout the night, and I love the discussion there the last couple minutes. By the way, you blink and now Yamamoto's like 35 pitches just because of one at bat.
Yeah, but nobody values that, right? Yeah. It doesn't count towards a WRC plus. It doesn't count towards averages, right? Because we just do what we're supposed to do. We just look at one or two numbers, and that's how you evaluate baseballs. Here's Will Smith. He's a fine catcher. Hey, how was your dinner? Do you mind sharing what you had?
It was good. Yeah,
we talk a lot about food on these things.
I had pizza and 2 Cokes, which is a lot for me.
So it's so funny. I had a Coke tonight as well.
Yeah, The 20-ounce bottle?
No, I just had a fountain, and now I'm having a Canada Dry, which means I might, my sugar intake.
Yeah, you're into those now.
Well, I haven't been feeling well. That's a strike. So just trying to manage, my stress. That's really what I do during these games.
Yeah, but like you said, it's low expectation today.
No, yeah, no.
I mean, I have the volume down, but here's marquee. Will Smith's winning the World Series.
Hey, Matthew Boyd said, "Who cares?" Hey. Hey, we talked about how much of. Can I share our mini Boyd anecdote for when they signed him? Our communication through that.
Yeah.
So, folks, getting some inside information you wouldn't typically get on the regular show if you're here. So Matt and I, when we do something on the show, so like pretty much 99% of the things we do on the show, we discuss. The only time we don't is if one of us is just unavailable. Matt's out of town, I'm out of town, whatever. Right. So Monday morning in winter, the Boyd news drops. And so Matt's at school teaching. I'm working, but I'm working from home, so I have some flexibility. So I text Matt, and I'm like, hey, all right, they signed Boyd. Like, should I go live? And he's like, yeah, if you want, but there should be bigger signings. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, he's right, whatever. And then an hour later, I'm like, wait, knowing these guys, this could be the only major free agent acquisition. And so I went live and I really ended up buying into this acquisition. But the joke is that it was the only significant free agent move they made. Tucker, they traded for. That's a strike. That's a strike. Presley was a trade,
right?
And it's just so ironic. Who knew Matthew Boyd? And I like Matthew Boyd a lot, and he just got really hurt in this AB, and now a hitter that shouldn't be in there against lefties, Michael Conforto, is going to walk because the umpire injected himself into this baseball game.
Yeah, it was a great pitch. Great 2-1 pitch.
And Yamamoto's executing, and he's calling those. So. Look at Boyd; he was unhappy about that, or maybe him and Conforto are just friends.
Yeah, I like Boyd's veteran presence. Don't you?
I like his veteran presence, and more importantly, I like how crisp his stuff looks. I mean, he's throwing 94, 95. Guys are off balance. I mean, guy's a good pitcher. Mm-hmm. Is Amaya catching today? I think he is.
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay. All right, let's get out of this. You don't want to retire the first two.
Yeah, he is.
That one's not going to leave the yard. That a baby, Matty. Oh, man.
300 plus on a Friday?
Yeah, I think we'll get to 400 if the Cubs could score a couple.
Wow.
The most we've ever had for a watch along. By the way, guys, great opportunity here to ask some questions, comments, especially with a
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate all the comments so far.
with a smarter guy in the room. I think we had like 600 in Japan at like 7
Yeah,
a.m.
I remember seeing that. Yeah.
And I didn't really know who I was at that time. So,
Yeah. I mean, by noon that day, I didn't even realize they played.
yeah, no, no. You know what's so funny? And I'll see the questions. Oh, here's
Yeah.
one for you, Matt. How's your family doing?
Yeah. Great. Mom and baby are healthy, and it's just crazy. We're only 2 months away here.
Yeah, no, it is crazy. My family's doing just fine too. I appreciate that. Anyway,
Where's my soundboard?
I mean, yeah, I know you're about to start a family of your own, but I have parents, and
See ya.
so, it's all right. Appreciate it. I'm just here for the entertainment. 1985 NBA Finals, Lakers Celtics. Larry Bird won the regular season MVP. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Finals MVP, and the Lakers won. Go ahead.
Oh man! So on the first ever, and you've been talking about this recently. You did an interview with Eric, the Underdog.
Yeah.
And I feel like this has come up just more recently. Maybe it's been on the SAMCAST too.
Same commercials from Archaea. Go ahead.
But yeah, here's Steinhoffel. So I don't know if we're allowed to say that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
probably not.
Well, Sam and I had a show that no one listened to, and we used to do a bit as like a last segment of that show, Finals MVPs.
Right.
And I would quiz Sam.
And we did it.
Finals MVP.
And I got quizzed last watch along.
Oh, you did?
Yes, that's why I told people in the 80s, I said, give me any year from 80 to 2024, and I'll tell you who won the regular season MVP, the finals MVP. Yeah, so I was just cranking them out.
Oh, that's great.
I want to get an update on Milwaukee real quick.
They're up 1-0.
Are you serious?
And they're up 1-0, and it's already – so a couple quirks here.
Gosh.
So there's 2 games that started at 8:40, Sam, exactly an hour ago.
San Diego, and AZ, right?
Yeah, and they're already in the 5th inning.
So Quintana must just be cruising along. All right, well, Pete's at a 2-0 count here. That's a good sign. Good swing there, just a little late. Someone said, Sam, is it possible for the Cubs to win the division if Steele's out for the year? Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
Just less likely.
Yeah.
Any live shows this year? We'll see. Nothing on the docks yet.
No.
See, that's where Pete's got to be better right there. Those are two. Everyone wants to talk about his chase rate and stuff, but those are 2 fastballs right down the middle against the guy. Now he's going to see the splitter, and he's just late. Someone said 83 Finals MVP, Moses Malone, Terry.
Oh, that was middle.
Yeah. No, bad at bat
Just
there.
saw that.
Bad at bat there.
Okay.
Bad at bat. Come on. God, you get him on base, the whole inning, goes, The whole inning would be great. He gets on, then Yamamoto's got to worry about him. You steal a bag or 2. Sam, what are your thoughts of the Bears this upcoming season? I don't have enough time. The Brewers winning kind of just ruined my mood. Come on, Matt Shaw. Hit a ball hard for the first time this season.
Oh, Sam.
Oh, the Brewers are threatening. They're going to win tonight.
Are they really? How many?
Yeah.
What's the situation?
Second and third, no outs. So,
they lost to the Rockies yesterday. You never know.
Yeah, they might be the best team in the division. All right.
Stan, the Wrigley Elevator guy, says hi.
Oh, how are you?
Thanks, Stan.
I'd like to see Matt Shaw get into a ball here, and he won't.
I've never done the Wrigley tour when the team is out of town. I would be open to that. Sam, would you?
No.
Didn't think so. Could have called that from a mile away.
Oh, man. Someone said, Sam, if we keep losing your watch-alongs, you may need to pull the plug or just do a watch-along on a winnable game. Hey, that's going to be a tough play. It's foul. If I just need to do a watch-along on a better, they're like plus 170 tonight.
On a better night, yeah.
Ty says, we're seeing PCA trying to learn the identity of the Cubs. Oh, I lost them. There's so many comments coming in. Let me get back.
They're coming in really quick now.
Yeah, well, a lot of pitches. It is a translated to make it. Yeah, I agree, Ty. I agree. He needed to hit those pitches. He needed to be right there. A lot of Cam Smith comments still. I might start blocking those people. Here's the 1-2 to the Cubs' number one prospect, Matt Shaw, and he hits a routine
Well,
fly
Cam
ball to right
Smith is hitting
field.
like 190, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Matt, are you concerned at all that Matt Shaw just doesn't hit the ball hard early in this season? 2-0 Brewers.
Yeah, if it's overwhelmingly, so you're saying you feel like he has overwhelmingly soft contact?
Yeah, so like right now, I would say
Like it was just like a root can of corn fly ball?
yeah, like I've been impressed with his eye, but he just hasn't squared any balls up this year. Like literally, he has one barrel the whole season.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 15 games in. I'm gonna say no.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
My concern about this series, Matt, is actually playing out right now, and that is
What is
that
it?
I thought Matt Boyd would have a chance to pitch well, but I don't think we could touch Yamamoto. And then tomorrow, I think we may hit Sasaki, but Ben Brown could get knocked around the park. Um,
Right. Well, both tomorrow might be like a high scoring game.
yeah. So
Could be like a 10-9 final.
yeah, well, that'd be really high scoring.
Yeah, it would.
Um,
No, the Cubs might get swept. So, what? Any other comments?
yeah, plenty.
Okay.
Would you accept Kenley Jansen on this team right now if you could?
Oh,
I'll let
don't
you.
ask that.
I'll let you take that one.
Julian, come on. That's been a free agent target of mine for the last 2 years.
It's been a free agent target of yours since like Richard Nixon. Oh, great! The Brewers are up 3-0.
Oh no.
Oh, they might.
I think the Cardinals won too.
It's going to be a rough night. So
let's see here. I can go through some comments too if you want.
absolutely,
Hey, what's going on? Just real quick. It doesn't have to be quick. I mean,
another routine pop
it's
out.
an entire baseball game to do a watch along for.
Yes, we have visuals by Wave. Yes, we have. We have watched the Red Sox doc.
Oh, have you watched any of the new one?
Sorry?
Have you watched any of the new one though on Netflix? I've watched the first two. It's pretty good.
What do you mean? Oh, the one that like documents their year last year. No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's good. A lot of good stuff. Hey, I'm curious about the influx of Matt Mervis questions.
Yeah, it is so exhausting when
it's kind of annoying.
Hey,
right?
How come nobody ever gives credit? They didn't extend Stroman. He didn't make it through one inning today. Should we talk about that?
Just give credit to Mervis for doing better down there.
Yeah.
Why does it have to be?
Yeah.
Why does it have to be on the Cubs all the time?
Well, it's also 15 games in.
Right. Oh, that's funny. We did a top 5 players on the show for today. Somebody asked. Julian.
Did we? Yeah, I've seen the Celtics doc Born to Run. I watched it. I actually watched it with my dad. Very good. Very good. Wish one day they make a Cubs doc about all the championships we've won. At what point do you break up the long jam in the outfield and acquire a top-line starter? Yeah, probably pretty soon if Steele's out for a while.
Well, and that's where the Tucker extension becomes pivotal. You'll trade any outfielder you want.
Yeah, if you sign him. Right.
Yeah.
So another exciting watch-along game. 9 up, 9 down for the Cubs. But this one was on me. I set myself up for it. I just can't do Saturday and I can't do Sunday. And I'm never going to do one during the week. So
yeah, Sunday I think would be...
Why just can't this weekend? Jewish
Well,
holiday.
I think it would be the least audience anyway.
Yeah, I mean, look, we'll run into a couple 120 games where they play like the Rockies or somebody or
there's that May stretch. People are going to say, oh, well, they, look at the schedule, who they're playing. But guess what? If they pile up wins during that stretch, we're all going to be happy.
Chris rolled on 0 to 100 Steele pitches again this year. That's a great one. I'll say 85.
60.
Oh, man, that's so low. I feel so physically sick. Who's this, Rojas? Great.
What kind of hat are you wearing from Christian?
The same one I always wear. I need a new one. My old school Cubs hat.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a basketball question. Second best two-guard in Bulls history. Oh.
Oh, okay.
How about Bob Love? Was he a two-guard? Was he a small forward? How about Jerry Sloan? Was he a two-guard or a point guard? these are before my time.
Wow, what an 0-1 pitch to Rojas from Boyd.
It's not Zach Levine. Oh, man.
Hey, Bulls finished the season well.
No, they have. I think Billy Donovan's a good coach. I'd like to give him credit. Oh, boy. Oh, God.
Let's see. Did they win? Wow, they won by 30 today.
Here's a 73-mile-an-hour blooper.
Oh, that's what happened?
Yeah. Right ahead of Ohtani.
Yikes.
I'm telling you, 9 hitters hit so well against the Cubs.
Yeah, I should look that up. How do I do that?
And here comes Shohei Ohtani with a man on. Oh, boy. Oh, this is usually where it starts to go bad. Oh, man.
Brewers 3-0, bottom 5.
Somebody said NBA MVP 02. I think that was Tim Duncan.
Cardinals beat the Phillies 2-0 tonight.
Yeah, well, the Phillies were up till like 3 a.m. last night in Atlanta. They had like a long delay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I watched the end of that game. I couldn't sleep.
Oh, here's one. I could take this one.
Yeah.
0 to 100, Boog gets re-signed after his contract is up.
That's yours.
Well, I think it might be actually on the personnel. I think he's going to decide more so than the Cubs. So I'll have that influence my percentage. I'm going to say 33%.
About $14 million a year, ISO Ghost. All right. Can we show the game here? Thank you. Come on, Maddie. Yes, sir. Beautiful. Wow. Man, when you give up a leadoff hit to the 9-hitter against this team, it's tough. No, not after this year. Somebody asked if Boog's contract was. It's weird. We're not seeing the comments at the same time.
Well, I'm scrolling up a lot.
Somebody just said Ohtani's career batting average against Boyd 0. I'm pretty sure he had a homer off of him last year, but I could be wrong. But I usually remember that stuff. How about a ground ball to short from Mookie, huh? Make it nice and easy. Great pitch. Good call, ump. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Boog's deal's up after 26. You already say that?
Yeah, Matt, here's a good one. You think Brujan will take Workman's spot soon?
All right, well, let's talk about that because
he had 3 hits today.
Well,
can we not talk about it for a while though? Because I don't really care.
Oh, okay.
I just want your opinion on it.
Yeah, I think that's probably how it's trending, just because Birdie can play third.
I agree.
And Brujan can play center, and Workman can't.
Yeah, I fully agree. Come on, Matty. Good pitch, baby. If they get out of this, I'm going to get pumped.
Hey, it sounds like Wicks might pitch Sunday.
That's what it sounds like. Oh, boy.
Wicks and Ray as a piggyback.
Yeah, one of those. Glad they signed Colin Ray for $5 million. They could have just signed me, and I could have just been like a hype man for the team for that amount of money. I could get the guys pumped up. Don't tell me I can't lead, because I could lead.
Oh, real quick note on Workman.
If Suzuki forgot how many outs there were and I were the manager, I'd sit him.
This is a big pitch. I'll wait. I know you're ahead, so.
Yeah, no. I don't know why I'm so ahead. I'm usually hours behind people.
Oh, kind of a non-competitive.
Yeah, it was a waste pitch. Oh, it was a pickoff. Right. All right, come on, Matty. How about a ground ball right to Dansby? He makes a lot of money.
Oh, actually, I stand corrected on the replay. That was pretty smooth move to first.
Man, some awkward swings against this guy. Let me tell you something. When you see Hall of Famers swing awkward, you know you got good stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, watch this swing by Betts. I know he fouls it off.
I just saw it. It's very
super uncomfortable.
I mean, he's already almost broken a couple bats tonight.
I'd like to see a broken bat liner right at Dansby here.
And then throw to first for the double play.
Something like that, yeah. Oh, God. These guys never chase, man. Aren't they bored?
Oh, man.
Somebody said Mookie still looks thin. Well, yeah, he was throwing up for like 2 straight weeks, so I'm glad he's out there.
He looks good.
Yeah, he looks fine. He looks much healthier. I'm glad he's back. Just, don't want him to do anything versus us.
Born to Run said, hope they keep Workman. I don't know.
That's not going to leave the yard. What a baby.
Oh, man.
DJ Ricks, this guy DJ Ricks he makes me look like I'm optimistic. I might jinx it. Don't say this.
Oh, wow, that was a weak pop-out.
Yeah, it was. Here comes Teoscar. He makes a lot of money.
Well, we're going to do a lot of...
You were going to say something. I cut you off. You were going to say something earlier. You're about to say something.
Oh, it was about Born to Run. Said he hoped Workman stays on the team. I didn't.
Let's go.
Oh, wow, you're so ahead.
I'm sorry. I can wait, but I'm fired up that Matt Boy is coming here on a Friday night and he's pitching his tail off against this team. Now play some small ball, second time through and score.
He really is fooling the hitters.
He's pitching his tail off.
All right. Who's due up? Who's due up here?
Top of the order, because we haven't had a base runner yet.
I think this is where the game changes right here.
Well, Happ hasn't had a base hit since like 1991. The MVP that year, guy by the name of Michael Jordan.
We're going to talk about this a lot for Monday, but there is options for Steele's spot in the rotation. It's just it's just hard to think about. It's hard to think about, especially for someone who...
You could say it. It's physically sickening.
Has been a great story.
Yeah, it's sickening. Just like the Brewers being up 3-0 in Arizona and Jose Quintana predictably dominating.
Yeah, and he was available for a long time.
Yep.
This offseason. In case people are keeping track of that.
14-3.
Mike Trout hit his sixth homer tonight.
What a great story it would be if he stayed healthy and hit 40+. Wouldn't that be good for the game?
Yes, huge.
I'm looking around the league here.
This is from Gavin, Sam. He was wondering about Cade Horton yesterday. Yeah, encouraging signs from him.
Yeah.
Another live show. I'd like to do a live show this season. Yeah, sure. Ideally, the live show, though, would be like 20 to 30 minutes and leading up to a game, in my opinion.
I agree.
So maybe we could do that somewhere.
Man, I can't even read the comments. They're going so fast. How much did Quintana get? We had to get Ray for 5. That's a great question.
We're getting a ton of comments, man.
How much money did he get? I'm going to look up.
2.5.
Oh, no.
yeah, look it up.
He got 4 million. So less.
4.
So less. He got less money than Ray. He's dominating in Arizona, and Ray only could come in if they're up 8.
I wanted to answer Victor about Assad because I think other people are wondering it too. So Assad pitched 4 innings the other day at Sloan, and he's going to go to Iowa next week. And so he'll be back, I think, this month.
Come on, Ian.
A lot of comments. Almost 400 people here.
Yeah, we'll get to 4.
Here's Happ. He takes down low.
Well, the first pitch, if Yamamoto's going to get that call all night, we might as well go to sleep.
Oh, I can take never mind. Right.
I can't believe Quintana got less than Ray. Can you imagine if Ray threw 5 shutout in Arizona? He couldn't even do that in the fall league.
Well, how much did Kyle Gibson get?
I don't even know who did he sign with?
Orioles. Oh, 5.25. Okay.
Happ has no idea what's coming here.
Sam, I have to tell you something that's not encouraging. I was looking up rental starting pitchers today.
Yeah, it's terrible, man.
Martin Perez on the White Sox.
I saw your tweet. I like Martin Perez. He's good.
Yeah.
And the Cubs will like him because he doesn't throw hard.
Andrew Heaney on the Pirates.
He's good too. He's got some swing and miss. I have actually Andrew Heaney on my fantasy team. That a boy, Ian. Way to take that pitch. Now here we go.
We know about Cease already.
Yeah, well, they're not going to move on from him. They might win 95 games, that team. By the way, Tatis in the lineup today. We'll see him.
So you think the Padres are for real?
Big pitch right here. Oh, my God. Just take. You know he's going to throw that.
He swung?
Yeah, another strike-to-ball splitter. It's impossible. Yeah, I think the Padres are really good. I think every team in the West is really good except for the Rockies.
Yeah, Happ was mad after that one. He should be.
Yeah, he should be, but it's also so hard.
It's hard.
This guy is so good against us. He just has perfect stuff. I mean, he just threw a first pitch splitter to Tucker in the zone, right on the corner. God, make a mistake. Can't believe they got this guy. They got Snell, Glass now, Sasaki, Kershaw.
Well, that's the thing about this series that I think it is helpful to continue to remind people. They might win like 115.
Well, and the thing is, but here's the thing. They don't even care about winning 115 because they threw away the games. I'm just upset they threw away the games against the Nats and not us.
Yeah, but the point is that they're, I mean.
Well, especially this version of them. Look at this. Look at this pitch to Tucker. Look at where this pitch is.
All right. Well, Yamamoto is not even on the mound yet. Here we go.
You can't, it's in physical. Barry Bonds can't hit that.
All right, let me see. Wow, it's right on the graphic.
It's just he's done that the entire night.
Crazy.
And this is what he did in Japan.
So what did you just see?
That pitch. I saw one more pitch, a foul ball.
Okay.
That was actually the first real mistake he's made all night. But
you got a battle here.
Yeah, I really wanted to see Hap get on there. Atta baby Kyle! Extend him. Start. Well, where's Tom? Is Tom even watching this game?
All right, I got to see this. Hopefully this is extra bases.
I wouldn't get that. I would get that excited for a single.
Wow.
And by the way, that was a great pitch.
If they score here, you really do, with how Boyd's pitching, you actually do feel optimistic.
I have bad news. They've scored first so far in both my watch-alongs.
Oh.
Well, maybe Seiya will get a hanger and hit one out of the Chavez Ravine. He has the type of power to do that. Remember when Giancarlo Stanton did that in like 2015 or whatever? He hit one out of the stadium, left field over there.
Jeez.
Great take, Seiya.
Eric asked, what was the first Cub convention you both went to 3 months ago?
Mine was. I was really young.
Oh yeah, I forget you went to one.
Yeah, I was really young. Wasn't that great? Come on, Seiya. Oh, jeez. If you're gonna swing, just go to the dugout then.
Oh, was it a clear ball?
Yeah, it was just it's just the splitter.
The splitter, yeah.
You know, it's just not fun. Come on, I want to see you take it. Maybe Kyle Tucker could steal third here. That a boy! That a baby! They might send him. Oh, they gotta hold him. And now Seiya's in a rundown.
Oh,
dude, he is such a bad base runner, man. It is so bad how bad of a base runner this guy is. Come on! Unbelievable. Why are you assuming? Like, why doesn't somebody go talk to him? That is inexcusable.
Well, they need to. They need to.
He just does his own thing out there, always. He didn't even look. Oh, he did look. What is he doing? God, that's how you lose to a team like that. Just no fundamentals. I'm so tired of this. He forgets how many outs there are 2 days ago. Nobody reports it, by the way. And then just runs into an out. That was the right hold. He wasn't going to score.
No, it was just I thought it was a reckless play, even seen after the 3 replays. I don't know where he's going.
I'm fine with that hold. Mookie Betts has a super accurate arm. Inexcusable, man.
That's brutal, man.
And that was such a good piece of hitting from him.
That's bad. Well, Bush is 2-0. At least that's what I have here.
Yeah. I don't. Man, does that frustrate me? It's just such bad baseball.
Would you go as far to say that it was a selfish move by Seiya?
No. Just unintelligent.
Just a bad.
Who's playing right for the Dodgers today if it's not Betts?
Almost a bad baseball IQ.
Good take by Bush there.
I think it's Hernandez.
Oh, I guarantee you a splitter's coming, and I guarantee you Bush swings and misses on it. How's that for a call? Well, Hernandez has a good arm too. You know the splitter's coming. Here it comes. Here comes the 3-2 pitch.
So the Cubs ran themselves out of a really nice possible
See ya.
inning
Splitter.
there.
Splitter, strike 3.
And
it was in the zone.
They ran themselves right out of a nice inning there. So.
Can I say something? Michael Bush should have been in the lineup today. He has no chance against Yamamoto. 0. Well, the good news.
Yeah, that had a lot of the plate too.
The good news is that even if Seiya stays at first now, Bush probably wasn't making contact anyway. I just can't explain how much I despise self-inflicted wounds, especially when you're playing against a team of this caliber and a pitcher like this.
Well, they would have. I mean, again, to your point, Bush might have not gotten a healthy fly, but they would have had a man on third, less than 2 outs.
The Bush situation calls me back to, as we have 441 people here, is like, because I got into a friendly Twitter conversation with people because I just can't stand how people label guys like Luis Ariz as not good players because they don't have good WRC plus, et cetera. Right there is a great example of like Michael Bush might finish with a higher OPS, but in that spot versus an elite hitter, who would you rather have up? Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Baseball. I just think baseball is so much more nuanced than people give it credit for. It's like, oh, what's his WAR? Oh, what's his WRC plus? And it's like every player has different tools and brings something different to a team, unless they're all world guys like Ohtani or Tucker or whatever. And it's like, whatever. Anyways, that was really disappointing. So, by the way, phenomenal piece of hitting from Seiya there too. Phenomenal. Yeah. I don't think Tucker scores on that ball for what it's worth. I think it was hit really hard.
It wasn't really on my radar, even as it got through the right side, to be honest.
Let's see. It was hit. Well, it hit 102.6. Yeah, no. I'm all right with it. It is what it is. But just you can't run into an out there. Jonathan says Ariz is a bona fide stud. I don't see anyone. Well, a lot of people don't think he's very good, including some of the professional broadcasters. So here's Freddie Freeman, one of my favorite. Matt. I was saying, well, I don't want to repeat myself. I'll tell you off the air. I already said it on the air. Okay. People already heard it. Oh, man. Oh, here's a cake for Boog. Happy birthday. I didn't realize it was his birthday.
Hey, did you see that Jokic might go to the Bulls?
I saw that they are the favorites to land him if he gets traded. Yeah, you want to talk about flipping this city upside down.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
You think Kyle Tucker would change his city? That's the best basketball player in the world. Wow. And by the way, it's not even close.
Really?
It's the gap between him and the second best player in the NBA is as big as it's ever been, in my opinion.
Boog just got a birthday cake.
Yeah, I said that a baby, Matty. Matty Boyd says, just give me one, fellas. No, Nikola Jokic is one. You know, like, I'll never disrespect the late, great Kobe Bryant.
Of course.
But Nikola Jokic is one of the 3 best basketball players, one of the 4 best basketball players I've ever seen. Curry.
That's incredible, man.
I love Kevin Durant. Jokic is better than him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's something real spectacular. That a baby Dansby, make the peg. God, great pick by Bush. Get your throw up. I'm okay with the Boog birthday thing. They got to fit that in. I'm not gonna go after that. It is what it is.
Didn't the Dodgers pursue Swanson, Sam?
I think so. I think that sounds right.
I think I remember that.
Man, you're right. I wish they got at least 1 or 2 there with the way this young man looks. Matt Boyd, how fun is it?
He's got 4 strikeouts. He's only given up a run.
He's good, man.
He just crossed 50 pitches. That's it.
And he's throwing 94. He kind of looks like Tom Glavine.
By the way, Matt Boyd now, through 15 innings pitched, or about to, has not given up a run.
You're better than that. You're better than that. Just wait for the inning, man.
Well, he's about to, I said.
Well, now you could say it because that one's going to stay in the yard.
Okay.
Look at Boyd. Look at Boyd. Boyd got a little like swagger coming off the mound too. I think he might have just said to Amaya, maybe get a base hit.
Well, we of course saw Matt Boyd in person last Saturday at Wrigley Field.
No, I'm telling you, I like this guy from the day I woke up that gloomy winter Monday morning when we signed him. Man, am I upset about that bait? I have a question. Is it out of line for somebody to say, hey, that's 2 mistakes from Seiya this week? Are you going to talk to him about it?
Yeah. And is that a thing in the past in Major League Baseball? Like, do we know that managers are doing that on other clubs?
I think it's a past thing in life.
Well, not when I was coaching.
Tough conversations, you just don't have them anymore.
Not when I was coaching,
hey, dude. Great effort and great try.
Not on my teams.
That Seiya, by the way, base running error got the ginger ale going.
Yeah. Well, I was only going to stay for innings 2 and 3.
No, it's so much better with you here. Suzuki, someone says Suzuki stinks. No, he doesn't, or else I wouldn't be that upset. He just got a rocket hit off like one of the best pitchers of baseball. The guy's a tremendous talent.
Well, and the thing about that is all of his teammates have said so since 2022.
Yeah, so do his numbers. He's good half the year, and his numbers are always good.
All right, well, I'm going to go to...
One more half inning out of you, at least.
I think I'm going to go to 7-Eleven and get a cake and then come back.
Oh, man. Who's up? Horner? Swanson. Maybe Shaw will hit 185 miles an hour.
Maybe Swanson will hit one out.
He almost did his first inning.
Yeah. And did he hit one to the track in Japan, but was that against Yamamoto or someone else?
Great point. He hit the ball well off Yamamoto, for sure. He got a hit off of him and hit one well.
Okay.
Swanson's hit the ball better than his numbers say. Can't say the same about you.
And since the first game.
All right, Dansby. Sam, I don't know nothing about soccer, but isn't Messi coming to Chicago? Yeah, tomorrow. I can't go. Or tomorrow, or Sunday. Excuse me. It's Sunday.
Sorry.
Well, no, I could if I wanted to. When the tickets were up, he was injured. And so I was like, man, I don't know if he's going to play. I've seen him play already, though. Man, you want to talk about a performance that he had the other night.
All right, so...
Down 2-0 on aggregate, scored 2, assisted 1, came back 3-2. Greatest athlete I've ever seen.
Oh, man.
Greatest athlete I've ever seen. No, that's not even hyper. That's a ball off the plate. Don't you dare. Good call. No, he's the best athlete I've ever seen. It's not even close. And that's because I was 4 when Michael Jordan retired, so I'm not counting him.
Yes. Hey, do you remember when Jordan played for the Wizards?
Of course.
Yeah.
Good take. Of course.
Yeah, because we were a little bit older for that.
People overrate how bad he was on there. He was bad, but he wasn't as bad as people think. The team was just awful. He played all 82 games at like 40 years old, averaged like 20, low 20s, and he wasn't in the condition LeBron was in. He was just like, he was just kind of going out there. He was still like people are like, oh, he was terrible with the Wizards. Relax, he wasn't terrible.
Any thoughts on Yamamoto's pitch count here? Because it is high on the high side.
Excuse me. Wrong pipe. Hold on. Really big pitch here.
Yeah.
It's a great take by Dansby. There's nothing you could do. It was 3-1. He just landed the splitter perfectly. And now he'll throw a strike to ball splitter. Now he'll go strike to ball. Oh my God.
Oh, I got to see this. I'm so behind. It's crazy. I guess I'm basically a pitch behind.
You notice how on I am with these calls, by the way? I'm really locked into Yamamoto.
That wasn't even a splitter, was it?
Well, I thought it was. I thought it was just a bad one.
Okay.
That's not a strike.
Well, it was 95.
Oh, then no. Then it was just a weird pitch. Dansby, now that's just so frustrating, bro.
I know, 3-0 to 3-3.
Yeah, with Nico on deck, somebody that you can have some fun with if you get on.
Well, I was excited to ask you like what they could do.
Yeah. It's tough to play hit and run with Yamamoto because he's so hard to hit.
Yeah.
Nico's seen him really well though. He
Yeah.
even though he backward caged his first time, that was a perfect pitch. He just got called a strike that wasn't a strike.
I mean, this is really something to behold here. What Yamamoto does.
No, he's good, man. He's
Just
really
when
good.
you don't think he's mixing in the curve anymore, he drops it in.
It literally, as you say that, watch the next pitch.
Are you serious?
Yeah, watch this next pitch on a 2-1 pitch.
Look at that.
No, it's perfectly executed. I never want to face him again.
I mean, the variety here is insane.
He's a beautiful pitcher.
And apparently he has a slider too.
Yeah, it's just perfect pitching. It's so demoralizing. Yeah, so he's at 77 pitches. They'll be careful with him. I think he'll go maybe one more.
Yeah, I'll go with the 6. That's
Then it's going to be a battle of bullpens. That'll go great. That'll be awesome. Bring in Thielbar to face Ohtani. He'll hit one to Sacramento. Just try and hit a home run here, Pete.
How was Yamamoto giving up a run this year? And who was it against?
Because he probably didn't execute like this.
It was in his second start against Detroit.
This execution is literally flawless.
Oh, this might be a quick AB here.
You're not wrong, my brother.
No, it's really it's really impressive. As a baseball fan, holy cow.
Great pitcher. But hey, give our guy credit too for hanging in there. All right. Hey, at least he made contact.
Well, with the Steele news being so discouraging, I mean, Matt Boyd is a reason why, maybe that will quell some of that.
Yeah, if he stays healthy.
Right.
I mean, he has, he's the most injury-prone guy. All right, I'm going to do a score check. You think?
Oh, Freeman almost off the bag.
Yeah, it was a bad throw. You think maybe we got any luck here with Arizona? Oh my gosh, still 3-0 Brew Crew.
Arizona has a guy on first, no outs.
Arizona just mailed it in tonight. I mean, Quintana's still in the game.
He's only thrown 60 pitches in 6 innings.
Hey guys, remember the whole Eugenio Suarez thing? You want to know what he's hitting right now? He's hitting
140. Can I guess?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
149.
No.
Yeah, he's hit 149. The guy's the definition of a Cubs killer. Against everybody else, can't hit.
Oh, man.
I feel like Zaidman on the score, just doing some scoreboards around the league. Reds won.
Yeah, give it the scores around the league.
White Sox with an 11-1 win. They improved to 3-10.
Yeah. Sad, though, like we talked about Talkman.
Oh, that was rough. I don't even know. I'll be honest with you. I consider myself an expert on the game. I don't think I can name 7 White Sox.
Oh, we should play that right now.
All right. I don't think I can.
Shane Smith.
Who?
Shane Smith, one of their pitchers. Martin Perez.
Okay. Vaughn.
Andrew
Benintendi. Vaughn.
Keep track.
Okay, you go. Why don't you just do it?
Luis Robert.
That's 5.
Miguel Vargas.
6. Nice job.
Lenyn Sosa.
Lenyn Sosa. Good pull. Talkman.
Right.
Don't they have some guy named Dean? Dean something?
Yeah.
One of their pitchers?
Yeah, Dean Martin.
Wait, no, that's the old Rat Pack guy, the comedian. Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis.
No, Davis Martin.
Sorry. Oh, Davis Martin.
Yeah.
Dean Martin, great, funny guy. All right, back to action here as Michael Conforto lines a base hit.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, first pitch.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
No, he's been on twice.
Corbin Carroll just grounded into a force out. So,
if you were to tell me the one guy I wouldn't fear left on left against Boyd today, it'd be Michael Conforto. He's reached twice. All right.
Yep, that's the sport we picked.
Here's Pages.
Here's Pages, yeah.
Bottom of the order. Could have been called a strike, but the ump wants the Dodgers to win.
No, don't go there. Don't go there.
It's better for business.
Oh, man.
All right, come on. Just hit a ground ball right at someone.
Who's in the crowd tonight for in LA there?
I don't know. Hopefully,
They us-
hopefully the great Sandy Koufax.
yeah, they usually have
Sandy
some
Koufax, I believe,
celebrities.
won 3 consecutive Cy Youngs.
Wow.
What a pitcher. What a pitcher. Somebody just said, Matt, you're so pale, but I think they're talking to me and they just have us mixed up because I definitely look more pale than you. It is what it is. Maybe I'm coming down with something.
Oh.
It's also the lighting.
Well, I'm in a different room than usual. Depending on if they've watched.
I think they're talking to me. Come on, Boyd. Get a ground ball right to Shaw here. He's only at 59 pitches, by the way.
Crazy.
I can't believe the one thing that we had to cheer about so far on offense. The guy got caught in a rundown.
Yeah, and he was out by a mile.
2-2, big pitch here. Don't want to go full.
I didn't mind that 1-2 pitch, by the way.
No, it's a great pitch. A really good
Yeah.
take. It's a really good take.
Yeah.
Really good take. Even the guys in this order that aren't really good don't really chase a ton. Yes, Jeff, I did. I missed it. Did Sam go off on Suzuki? Yes, I did.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
is this guy tremendous?
that would be worth a replay for sure.
No, I don't want to replay it. I get too emotional. You know, people don't realize 80% of the shows that we do are like right after the game. I'm actually much calmer when I have a chance to process, you know?
Yeah, there's pros and cons of the system that we're under.
Like this is like I'm reactionary because I'm watching it. I'm watching it as we speak, right? Like for example, when they blew the game in Arizona, I was much calmer that episode because I had 4 hours to sit on it. Does Boog even like the Cubs? Someone said, yeah, I think he likes them, but I don't think he cares that much at all.
Ooh, 0-0 changeup up, but Rojas wasn't doing anything.
He was showing bunt, trying to set the table for one of the greatest baseball players ever behind him. Oh boy, man, this is
I think the one thing with Boog, real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
He does like the Cubs, but I think sometimes our issue is he doesn't love them.
Yeah, it's probably beautifully put.
He loves broadcasting, but does he love the Cubs?
And he loves just like chilling. Like he's just a chill dude. He likes talking. He likes joking around.
Yeah,
you know,
man. I am really excited for this Boyd Ohtani matchup when we get it. Oh, clapping. That's a good sign.
I love how people are like chatting, telling us what happened. Like, you know.
Well, you discourage people from that, and
yeah. No,
that was appropriate to do.
No, well, they're behind me. They're ahead of you.
I'd trade Triantos for Len Casper to come back from Will.
It's a great comment. Big confrontation here, Maddie.
Huge.
Of course it's not called. Of course it isn't, because Ohtani's up. Whatever's best for the game, right, Blue?
It could have been, as JD would say.
Absolutely.
Actually, did it hit? No, it didn't.
That ball should have been called a strike, and we both know it.
Well, 2-0 is not great. So.
No. Now,
all right, any predictions here?
Yeah, and I don't want to share them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting ready for the 2-0.
Oh, so you caught up to me.
Well, he just finished the pitch.
I just pitched 2-0. Oh, that got in on him. That's not getting out of the park. It got in on him. What a job by this guy. Somebody get him some runs, man. He is coming here against the best offense in baseball, and I'm going to say it. He's dominated these guys.
Wow.
He's dominated these guys, and somebody needs to pick him up, because if we lose this game 2-0, Ben Brown's going to give up 80,000 runs tomorrow. Pick him up. Matt Shaw, lay down a bunt.
I wish you had more of a stake in Brown.
My confidence is low in him right now. I'll admit it.
Yeah.
I'll admit it. So, what a job that this guy's done, this left-hander. Makes me kind of emotional.
The left-hander from, I believe, the state of Washington, if I remember correct.
Did you see him after his Wrigley start actually get emotional, talking about how his grandfather would have loved it? I love that stuff, man.
That's right. Yeah.
I love when it's more than just the game.
And there was a WGN connection there, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think
they're from out west.
Right. Who just hit a homer for Texas? Oh, boy. Arizona.
Diamondbacks trying to rally.
No, it's
Man
over.
on second, 2 outs.
No, this is not good. 8-6, Milwaukee.
Well, the game's not over yet.
Arizona doesn't have a comeback at him. Randall Grichuk's hitting third. Oh, because Marte's hurt. Of course the Brewers get him with no Marte.
What if it's just like a walk-a-thon tomorrow night?
It could be.
From both teams.
All right, what do you say here, Matty Shaw? Get into a ball.
Brewers got out of it.
Of course they did.
They're up 3 with 6 outs to go.
Yeah, and they don't mess around with that stuff.
All right, well, I'm going to X out of that.
Yeah.
And turn my attention.
How about Matt Shaw laces the ball to right center and runs for years?
That'd be awesome.
Is Yamamoto still out there? Of course he is.
Yeah.
Last inning for him, probably. Hopefully.
Yeah, because he's already hit 80 pitches.
Oh, another perfect pitch.
Another what?
Perfect pitch.
Don't tell me he threw an 0-0 breaking ball.
He did.
Okay. Oh, you got to, and it's right on the bottom.
It's just the perfect pitch. No, Yamamoto right now is performing. Him and Boyd are just. It's a pitching exhibition by these two guys.
It's a pitcher's duel.
It really is. I'd love to see a bunny. Oh, I think there's a ball that got out of the bullpen. It was probably thrown by Nate Pearson.
Well, no, Pearson shouldn't be first out of the pen tonight.
No, well, I don't think anyone. I don't think anyone should be. Here's the 0-1 to Shaw. That's another weak foul ball from Shaw. His velocity's down a bit now, 95. I don't know, It's trying to Shaw with a 560 OPS. Here's the 0-2. No, he didn't. Thank you.
Maybe Shaw goes 0-2 to 4-2 here.
If he does that, I'll buy you a pizza.
Oh, I'd love that.
If Thielbar comes in, we both can just exit.
That'd be great.
Good job, 2-2. I'll actually make the call and send it. Well, I don't want to give your address out in public. That probably would be a good idea. Maybe Eli Morgan will come into this game.
Well, no, at this pace.
Oh, did that hit him? I think that hit him. Oh, I thought it hit him.
Oh.
It's 3-2, though.
Oh, my prediction might come true.
Oh, man. I'll tell you, with this, it could be a tough. I hope it's not a big pizza. Oh, if he goes 0-2 to 4-2, I'm going to get you and Kira a large.
Oh, someone spoiled it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, should we block him?
Oh, man. I didn't see the spoil, but I sure saw the strikeout.
Oh.
Dude, that's the thing, man. Like, Shaw, everybody else 3-2, he's gone strike to ball, and then he just throws a fastball right down the middle. It's just a guessing game, and we keep guessing wrong.
So,
God, it's so frustrating.
Would the phrasing there be guessed wrong or fooled, or what would be applicable there?
Yeah, just out executed.
Okay.
Where's
Amaya?
Just out executed. If Dansby did that, he would have walked, right? Like it's just you're at a 50-50 proposition, and he's really good. So that was a good at bat from Shaw. I know people will be like, how was it a good at bat? He took strike 3 right down the middle. You see that a lot when a guy has a nasty splitter. You see that a lot.
Well, plus he was 0-2.
Oh, my God. Run, Amaya. You never know. Don't look at the ball.
All of a sudden, Yamamoto about to hit his
no donations, DJ Ricks. We do this for the good of just for free. I don't like doing that. We're not asking for, unless it was for like charity or something like that, which
digital panhandling.
Well, we don't want to get paid for this. We do this out of the love of the game.
Yeah. All right, Amaya's ahead in the count.
Watch this 2-0 swing.
Oh, I missed it because I was looking at the comments.
Oh, get through. I never want to watch the Dodgers again. Ever. Ever.
Oh, man. I got to see this.
Of course, Tommy Edman makes that play.
Web gem.
Yeah, I mean, that's just
Web
this
gem.
team. Someone said Amaya's slower than Sam. I don't appreciate that shot. I'm not slow. I don't know where that came from. I'm not slow.
What's the
I don't
what's the reason?
I don't see that. I don't see the reason for that shot. I'm not slow. I run all the time. In fact, I have a very quick first step on the basketball court. It's tough to keep me in front.
Oh, man.
Well, the good news is this is his last inning. The bad news is you're probably going to see something like Scott and Trinan and whoever else they want to bring out. That was a good eye. Someone said 100% Amaya is faster than Sam. Probably. He's a professional athlete, but I don't know. I'm not slow. I don't know why people assume that.
You see David Ross was named bullpen coach for Team USA?
Yeah, and I don't care.
Okay. Yamamoto working away to Hap here.
Yeah, he's fatiguing a little. And as I say that, he dots a perfect pitch. I'm never doing, mark my words, even if we see these guys in the playoffs, I will never do a watch along when Yamamoto pitches again.
Well, he's one of the best in the sport.
This is not fun offensively.
Yeah.
That's off the plate. Don't you dare. Good call up.
Well,
would you let him face Tucker a third time? A walk could be interesting here.
If he faces Tucker, can you imagine this place if he scores Hap?
Big 3-2 right here. Here it comes. All right. Someone said, Sam, I know you went crazy during the pacer test in middle school. That's true. I actually think if I remember correctly, I think I had our second top scorer. There was a guy named Lyndon who got like 70 something, and I was in the 60s. I was good at the pacer. Do they still do that, Matt, the pacer test?
Yeah, they do.
Exciting. All right, here's Tucker. Come on, Kyle.
I would be aggressive.
Oh, that was the one.
I would be aggressive here.
First pitch. You're right. He should have been. Oh, that was great. That was the one. Still a really good pitch, though. Come on, Kyle. You can hit a homer. Oh, two good ones. Someone said I've Sam pegged as a great sit and reach guy. That's incorrect. I have the worst flexibility of anybody I've ever met.
Man,
I couldn't even get it.
Some classic PE references.
Yeah, no, my sit and reach is awful, man. Awful.
This will be his last hitter either way, right?
That's a good question. They may let him face Seiya. I don't know. I would think so. I mean, 100 pitches. Cubs have done a decent job today, believe it or not, but I just run Hap here, and Tucker's already behind 0-2. Let him lead off the next inning. Ooh, geez, don't get hit by a pitch.
That's a great idea.
Hap never runs, though. There you go. Oh, great. It's Kirby Yates warming up. Yeah. Another guy with a great splitter.
Yeah.
Come on.
Maybe they make him pay.
Hang in there, Tuck. I believe in you. Get a nice pitch to hit and make this a fun night.
Kirby Yates, that was the 1 week the Dodgers got like three guys we didn't even know they were like in on.
Yeah, it could be Tucker next year. Here's the 1-2.
Okay.
That a baby, King Tuck.
All right, well.
This is getting exciting.
If he gets to 3-2 and he gaps one, Hap could score.
Well, he could score even if it's not 3-2. He could.
Well, he's getting a head start.
Here's the 0-2. I mean the 2-2. Excuse me. And the count's gone full.
There it is.
I'm standing. I'm standing for this. I'm standing. Can people see me in the camera? Oh no, that's a bad shot. I'm sitting down. That's inappropriate. All right. If Tucker delivers here, I will be a real man. How big is that pitch to Shaw looking now? I mean,
Yeah.
keep making it. This guy's at 102 pitches. Why are the Dodgers treating this like a playoff game? Get
It's
him out of the
wild,
game.
actually. It's actually wild.
Come on, Kyle. One time for the team. Oh my gosh, man. Just
One more good pitch is my guess.
maybe the best one of the night.
Oh,
Maybe the best one.
On pitch 103.
Maybe the best one of the night.
Insane, man.
Sometimes you got to just tip your cap.
100%.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Dodgers were minus 200, I think, at first pitch.
Closed at 190, yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you got to just tip your cap.
For sure.
I mean, do you understand how many pitches he's made 3-2 in this game? 3-2 to Bush, 3-2 to Shaw, 3-2 there to Tucker.
Horner.
Every pitch he's made his best pitches 3-2. I'm just worried, Matt, that we're going to hit tomorrow and it's not going to matter. I just have such low confidence in Brown right now against this team. Because think about it. Just think about Brown's repertoire.
He's just got to limit. I mean, there was just so much traffic last start. Even if he limits it a little bit, it could go such a long way, especially because we think the Cubs are going to score.
I just don't he's so either he hangs curveballs or he misses a lot. I don't know.
I'm telling you, it might be a slow pitch score.
I hope so. Well, I hope we're on the right end of it. But hey, we're still in this ball game.
I know. It's crazy. I was supposed to be gone years ago.
We're still in this ball game.
So does that mean I need to stay, or
you do whatever you want to do? I mean, it was 0-0.
I don't believe in jinxes and don't comment about jinxes.
Well, it was 0-0 before you got here, and it's 0-0 now.
Right. Well, people are never mind. Hey,
Suzuki's the biggest play in this game is
comments. The bait. Oh yeah, great Mark Pryor sighting. Yeah, it's always good to see him.
Is it? It was
people are saying Boog was excited.
The biggest play in this game is the Suzuki base running play. Who's up now? Is it Mookie? Oh God, yeah.
People said Boog got into the strikeout call on Tucker.
Yeah. All right. Here's Mookie.
Betts.
Third time through for Betts. And Boyd's throwing 92. Get somebody up.
Well, it's late in the game.
All right. Well, next inning we have Seiya leading off versus Yates. That's the worst part about Tucker there because he makes the last out.
What's the count? Do you have there on your side?
I don't have a count. I have an out. That a baby.
Wow. Yeah, you like this sweatshirt, huh?
Yeah, I don't recall you wearing that often.
Yeah, I've worn it on the show before, but the new graphics you can't really see.
Here's a comment: the Rockies might be worse than the White Sox. They're awful.
Yeah, it's neck and neck.
They just have the advantage that they'll just beat a lot of teams randomly at home because of that arcade park. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Got actually an argument with somebody a couple weeks ago. Teoscar Hernandez versus Seiya Suzuki. I was defending our guy. I don't know. It's not great information, but.
Well, no, Seiya, it's very well. First of all, it is similar, right?
Yeah, they're similar players. Well,
yeah.
I mean, the thing is like everyone values so much defense now. Like if you throw defense in the equation because Seiya DHs, it's like all right, I'm talking about their hitting. You know, nobody ever cared about Ted Williams' defense. One of the greatest stories in sports history, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
I'm sure you already know it.
Oh, Boyd got a nice strike call there.
Yeah, it was a bad call. Last year, I think it was 1941. 1940. I really should know the year. But anyways.
Really got to finish Teoscar here.
Ted Williams has a 400 batting average on the dot heading into the last game of the year, and it's a doubleheader, right?
Okay.
And so the manager says, and they're not going to win the pennant. So it's a meaningless game.
Okay.
And so the manager says, hey, Ted, let's just sit you. You're at 400. He goes, no. If I'm going to hit 400, I'm going to earn it. I'm going to earn it. And the last day he goes 6 for 8 in the doubleheader and finishes the year at like 4-0, whatever he finished it. Wow. What a player.
Insane.
What a talent. You don't sit out. You go finish the job. I love it. All right, Matty.
Gotta finish Teo here. Can't lose him.
Yeah, you don't want to go full here. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I want to know what year that was. I should know that. I think it's 1941. 1941, correct. All right, big payoff here.
That reminds me
And
to
there's a
tell
base hit.
you
Oh,
that
boy.
in 14 games,
Yes.
George Springer's hitting 429.
Wow. That was a good 3-2. That was a
There's
good
a
3-2
base
pitch.
hit.
Yeah, it was a
There's
good
a base
3-2 pitch. That was a
Yeah.
good 3-2 pitch. Nothing you could do. So he executed his pitch. Hitter did his job. Well, he's handled Freddie twice, so you got to obviously let him go here. See what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, great pitch. Man, that's perfect. You know, the Diamondbacks should be ashamed getting shut out by the Brewers at home. Ashamed. Ashamed.
Well, maybe they could trade us Gallen or Kelly then.
They should be ashamed of themselves.
Wow.
They have 4 hits against Quintana and whoever else they got going there. It's just shameful. Come on, Matty. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh, he hit a home run.
No. Not a homer. Not a homer, but a really bad pitch that just got away from him.
So first and second, one out.
Yeah. This is the sign of fatigue here. Oh, and he had Freddie dead to rights. And now it's Edman. Oh, I don't want to watch Edman hit here.
That wasn't even close.
I don't want to watch Edman hit. I don't want to watch him.
Well, you should get up.
I just know he's going to hit the ball so hard somewhere, man.
Yeah.
Oh, no. See, why can't Hottovy come out now? Why do we have to wait for something bad to happen?
He can.
Like he's going to come out if Edman hits a double here. Just come out now. And now we're getting squeezed.
No, you've always said you've always made those types of points, dude.
I want Hottovy out. Clearly he needs a meeting.
No, this at bat might be the game.
Oh, no. There it is. I think that's a 3-run homer. See you later. Ball game over. The most predictable outcome I have ever seen. It's always Tommy Edman.
Wow.
It's always Edman. Now bring Tommy out. Now let's have a chat.
An absolute no-doubter.
I'm telling you, you watch these games with me, and everyone says I overreact. That was it. Look where that pitch is. Boom. Not even a bad pitch. He just kills lefties, man. He kills lefties. He is a stud. He is a stud of studs. Where's Hottovy now? Still not even out. That's such a shame. He pitched so well.
Yeah, it was a great outing.
All right. Well, this game went as expected. Brewers win. Cubs lose. We're about a half game up. And Steele may be out for a while. All right. Let's do some.
It's April 11th.
Let's do some basketball trivia. Tomorrow we'll lose like 8-5. And then Sunday will be a laugher. No. Somebody said, Sam, you hated that Edman pickup. No, I didn't. I just couldn't believe the Cardinals. I didn't understand what the Cardinals were doing. I've always been a huge fan of Tommy Edman as a player, especially against lefties.
The trade return for both the Cardinals and the Sox was just very strange.
That's what I was upset about.
Yeah, the trade return. Yeah. I think that's his 6th homer.
He's great. Clearly, Boyd just doesn't have it here.
I have 2-1.
Yeah, it's 3-1, and that's going to be about it. Get somebody up. We have 500 people watching right now.
So Conforto might be his last batter.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's gotten away. Get get Colin Ray up. It's a mop-up time. Are you
Oh,
excited
there's counsel.
Are you excited for the Bulls Heat playing game? Honestly, slightly. Slightly. I'm not mad at Matt Boyd. He pitched his tail off. There's nothing he could do.
Oh, it was great.
The goal was to hope that Yamamoto gave us a little bit of breathing, just a little bit of a chance, and he didn't. And we ran into a base runner. I mean, his team is. Sam, what do you think of Doris Burke? I think she's a good analyst. I think she get him out of the game. So starting to get up. This is becoming a laugher.
Oh, did he hit another homer?
No, he's just not even close. I think Doris Burke's good. I like the pairing with.
What's that team? What's the top team now for Espen?
So it's my. Oh, here comes Hottovy. We should rename the Cubs. Always just a step late. Maybe that could be the slogan next year. When Tucker's playing for the Phillies.
Oh, don't
and our
do
start
this.
writing fielders Owen Casey.
We knew they were going to lose today.
The A team is Mike Breen, Richard Jefferson, and Doris Burke. And I think Doris Burke and Richard Jefferson are awesome number twos.
Wow.
But they really, I don't understand why they had to let go of Van Gundy and
it was a while ago now.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Man, I got to tell you, let's give each other some props. We saw this. Oh, they have Roberts up.
Okay.
We saw this coming from a mile away.
I wonder if they'll try to do like someone like Roberts if he's just going to pitch the rest of the game.
No, they won't do that.
No?
No. Not 3 innings. Someone asked me a question that I missed. Let me see here. Here's Conforto.
I could try to find it for you.
Something I think about my top 3 favorite sports. Probably baseball, basketball, and football. Basketball is my first love, but the Cubs are my favorite team. People keep going Cam Smith, first career homer. Great.
Yo, why do people keep...
I mean, it's like it's not off to a good, like, who cares?
Locked on Astros.
How far do you think Ohtani will hit a ball off Roberts between like 400 and 490 feet? Where'd you go on that?
Probably 425.
Okay. Yeah, I was shocked, Troy. I was absolutely shocked. I can't believe the Nuggets fired Mike Malone.
They just won the title.
Yeah, no, it's really weird. A lot of personal questions now. So I guess, it's game's kind of old. What's your go-to shot at the basketball court? Yeah, catch and shoot 3, Kevin. Catch and shoot 3. From anywhere. Someone asked you if you have any Masters thoughts, man.
No, I don't follow golf.
That a boy, Matty. Way to finish strong, buddy.
I don't follow golf. My sports consumption, honestly, it's decreased as I've gotten older.
Oh boy, this game was so predictable.
Yep.
It's all right.
Maybe I'll have a snack soon.
There's always Tommy Edman. Always. So,
was that his last guy then?
No, they're gonna let him get through 6. I love it. Just because I have him in fantasy and I could use the quality start. So, I mean, Edman might hit 35 homers.
Oh, he's got 6.
What are we doing? Good pitch. Oh, boy.
All right, so are you doing the whole game?
If it stays within 3, if it gets like 5-6, I'll take myself to sleep. 3-0, they still got a shot. So
they do, yeah.
Maybe one of these guys is off that's making $1 billion. One of these guys that's got a yacht, 8 houses.
What? Oh, did you see the Pacoda? And this was...
I don't care. What does Pacoda have us now at 100 wins?
Pacoda has the Cubs at 94 wins.
Yeah, right. We'll see where they have us after this weekend. Here's a 2-1 from Boyd.
But this weekend doesn't play a role in that.
Well, I think you'd like to win 1.
I know, but we've already established that it doesn't serve that big of a role, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would like to not get swept.
I think to avoid getting swept.
I think if they got swept, I think if they got swept, that'd be meaningful. Okay. I don't think you would be like a shrug your if they lose 2 out of 3, totally good. But if they get swept, then they really kind of have to go into San Diego. You don't want to go 1-5 on the road, especially with the schedule coming up. You'd like to just win 1 or 2, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. And to be honest with you, you're not going to like this, but it depends what the other teams do. Like if Milwaukee goes in and sweeps Arizona, that's a problem.
That would be a big story.
Come on, get out of this, Maddie. Battling your tail off for us, and I appreciate it.
Gosh, Pacoda's got the Cubs at 94, and the Brewers are the next best at only 80 wins.
Pacoda thinks the Cubs are going to finish 14 games better.
That's crazy.
If they finish, I will write a check to Pacoda. You have my words, and it might be a
baseball prospectus.
It might be a 4-digit number.
So you're going to give a check to Baseball Prospectus?
If we finish 14 games ahead of the Brewers.
Sam, why? No, but seriously, why is Boyd
still in?
Pitching 100 pitches?
Well, this will be his last hitter.
No, but this isn't high school. We got to keep these guys healthy, man.
Sam, did you ever find out what pitcher had Domino's? No, but I did, and I could use a slice right here.
Hey, one bit of food news today that was huge. Did you see it?
No, I didn't.
Portillo's is going to test drive a breakfast menu.
I know. Hey, what an outing for Matthew Boyd. You know what? You battled. Congratulations. You pitched your tail off.
He's given up 3 runs in 17 innings.
Yeah, and the pitch to what's his name, Edmund, wasn't even that bad of a pitch. The whole inning flipped on the Freeman hit by pitch, didn't it?
Yeah,
didn't it?
Plunked him.
All right, folks. All right, Matt. Well, thanks for coming on. You're a -3.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm about a -20 on the year.
You're like -27.
Yeah. So we're gonna keep it rolling. We'll, maybe our next watch along will be like Cubs home against the Rockies. Get a cherry pick.
That'd be great. That'd be great. All right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna check out the breakfast menu, but I'm gonna have some pistachios.
All right. Good luck.
Yeah, I'll need it.
All right. Goodbye.
Yeah. That was Matt Gozy, for those who don't know. I have a great question. Sam, can you beat Tommy Edman in basketball? I bet you I could. Unless I'm good. I'm a good basketball player. Unless he's like one of those guys he's a professional athlete, so he can play. But I'd be surprised if he were better than I at basketball. But I don't know. It's a great question. I know Mookie Betts is probably better than me at basketball because he's just great at everything. Typically baseball players are, like basketball players are great athletes. Baseball players typically aren't as great at other sports. Yeah, surprised that the Braves are 3-10. Have a lot of wagers on them this year. Really thought they'd come back. So hopefully, unless it impacts the Cubs, hopefully they win some games. Really surprising. They get Strider back soon, though. So yeah, I know the Brewers broke it open. Listen, everyone always tells me, like, Sam, you're so obsessed with the Brewers. You like the Brewers. It's like, well, we haven't beaten them in like 7 years. So I watch them obsessively because they're really good. They're better than we are. Someone just said, Sam, basketball, oxymoron. I wouldn't be so sure. You should come watch me play before you say that, brother. Wouldn't be so sure. All right, Saya, see if we can get us started. Okay, another guy just coming in throwing perfect splitters. Man, I'll tell you, these watch-alongs that I've picked, we have not gotten one thing to really be excited about. It'll change. Sonny says Yamamoto out. Time to go to work. Yeah, except it's going to be Yates, Scott, and Trinan. It's important for the Cubs to keep it at 3 runs, though, because you want to see these high leverage guys so you don't get to see them at a chance. No, see, that's different, Caleb. No, I don't obsessively watch the Packers. I don't care about the Packers, actually, because the Packers, I've just given up on that already. The Cubs one, it's different. I can't explain it because it feels like we're right there. Will we get a player to scoring position the rest of the game? That's a great question. Good take. When could you see Cade Horton coming up if he keeps up how he's playing, especially with the bullpen and Steele? I don't know, like June. Yeah, you might not be wrong, Becky. Attaboy, Saya. All right, another full count. Can we have one go our way? Just one? Of course not. Fastball right down the middle. The Cubs today have worked at like 10 full counts, and I think they've reached base 1 on them. Man, I really dislike the Dodgers. Out of respect. Yeah, the one full count that we got on base was with nobody on 2 outs. With Hap. I'm telling you guys, watch the game tomorrow. I hope I'm wrong, but I feel like we lose like 10-8, and it'll just be like, gosh, I wish we could have different sequencing. Oh, man. Favorite player from the 2016 team, Kyle Hendricks. Come on, Michael. Oh, boy. Ooh. Splitter mania, and then it causes you to take that pitch because you think it's a splitter. The Cubs are just absolutely being handcuffed by these splitters. Kirby H should be on the Cubs too. That's the funny part. Favorite place to sit in Wrigley besides the bleachers? Anywhere, man. I don't think there's a bad place to sit at Wrigley. Someone said, I hate the Cardinals, Brewers, Mets, and the Dodgers. It's a pretty good list right there. John Cena. Easy. That'll be the inning. Another routine. Man, I can't wait till we have a watch along. I'm gonna actually strategically pick the next one. I pick it based off of days that work best for me versus matchup. I'm gonna start picking it based off matchup now, so we can get a win. Because like this game was, this was always gonna go like this. I might not do. Yeah, I might pick one like, my next one might not be until our schedule eases up. I got to pick better matchups. That's on me. It's just unfortunately the good matchups or the bad matchups have been good days for me. I can't do tomorrow. I can't do Sunday. I don't do it during the week. Somebody said, have I ever sat on the rooftop? Yeah, a few times. What's your thoughts on a salary cap, salary floor? I don't think it'll happen. Players won't allow it. Man, these are so good. We need a game we're favored. Yeah, I need a game where we're favored. You want to know what's so annoying? I was going to do one Saturday against the Padres, but then Matt and I decided to go. I was going to do one. Yeah, that'd be a great result, Terry. 2-4. I don't think there'll be a lockout for the whole season, but I definitely think there'll be a work stoppage for sure. They might not even get the full year in, but they won't be out for the whole year. Do you think Yamamoto will win Cy Young? I don't know if he'll be healthy enough, but he definitely could. Appreciate it, Jason. Appreciate it, man. Do you think the pitching mound should be moved back? I don't know. I don't want to talk baseball rules. It's not fun. Who have you always wanted to have as a guest on the podcast? Great question. It's a great question. I have to think about it. It's not a player. I don't. The players come on. it is what it is. Probably Sosa, like a former player, like Sosa, maybe. Yeah, well, someone said Sosa. Sosa or like somebody from the 16 team, like Lester or Rizzo, and just talk about stories from that team. Ooh, Theo's another good one. Honestly, no. The answer would be Tom Ricketts. That'd be. I think having Tom Ricketts on would be the best opportunity I have. As there's a soft base hit to right, would be my chance, my best chance to showcase what I love to do, which is talk about sports, be informative, but also be entertaining and real. So I think I'd like to be Tom Ricketts would be my dream guess, because I think I wouldn't air the show if it was just me. I wouldn't air the show if it was just a softball thing where you just said cliche after cliche. But if we actually got like him on, I would do my best to be myself. This ball might go a really long way, by the way, guys. Like a really long way. What was your favorite moment of last season? Oh gosh, that's a tough question. Oof. Oh man, it was not a fun year, man. Oh boy. Probably the comeback against St. Louis that one night. It was like a day or two after I had my wisdom tooth out, and I was actually going to sit the show out that night because I was in quite a bit of pain, and I had gauze in my mouth. And I think the Cubs were down 2-0, and they ended up walking off, or 3-0 or something like that. Talkman at the walk off, and I called Matt. I'm like, I have to come on for a segment. So I was probably that one. I love comeback wins. I love the tough wins, like especially for a team that's not the Dodgers, where you're going to have some of those. Like those wins are the best. And tonight would be a great time to get one. Yeah, I think so. I think can they win the title? I would go as far as to say they should at least make the title game. So 1-2 to Shohei here. Oh, what a weird situation that was. What was that catch? Like what was that? I like that strategy, Davis. Let Ohtani get his 2-run homer now because it's coming at some point. You don't want it to come when it actually matters. Oh, God, what a weird situation that was. If you do a watch long next Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll be at the games and can relay info to counsel for you. No watch alongs when we got the show. It's too hard. My computer won't last that long. Here's the 1-2 pitch. I would do them for the playoffs if they made them though. Oh boy, that gets away. It's all falling apart. Do you think the Cubs should trade for Sandy Alcantara? Yeah, I mean, it depends how serious they're taking this season. Like, if they extend Tucker, like, the season doesn't become such a do or die year. But if they're not going to extend Tucker and they're going to lose him, then yeah. You got to do what you can. What were your thoughts on Starlin after his 300th season? Thought he could be a 3K hit guy? Yeah, he could have been, man. He got hurt a bunch, and then he had an incident with like a personal incident that took him out of the league. He, I don't want to get into the details of it because I don't know the details, but he's not out of the league because of performance. He's out of the league because he was accused or did something, and then they kept him out of the league, which I'm not going to get into. But yeah, I thought he was going to be a 3K hit guy for sure. Sam, would you work for 670 The Score if you had a chance? I would love the opportunity to do some daytime radio. Absolutely. That's one of the, my dream is to do what I do on the pod, but like for all sports. That's my dream. Entertain people. That's why I like talking about other sports on here, because on the watch alongs, because I, as much as I love the Cubs and they are my favorite team by far, and the team I know most about, but I like being able to showcase other things I could do in case the opportunity comes up, If you could have dinner with anyone in history, who would it be? Great question. Man, I'm going to say non-relative, because some relatives of mine that passed, I'd love to have dinner with them one more time, but I'm sure you mean like famous person. I mean, there's so many, man. Muhammad Ali's up there. Like Abraham Lincoln would be pretty cool. Update him on what's going on in the world would be pretty funny. Appreciate it, Will. I think JFK would be a really cool one to have dinner with. I feel like he's got some stories. No, I don't, Leslie. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't subscribe to that just because his OPS isn't as high as other people. Derek Jeter was a winner. Winners win. So, no, I don't think he's overrated. I like winning. I like guys that help me win baseball games. So, I used to play MLB The Show. I haven't played a video game since COVID. So, I haven't played a video game probably in 5 years. I don't have time for that anymore. Abraham Lincoln would be a big Carson Kelly fan. That's funny. Favorite current MLB player right now in the league? Yeah, I talked about it earlier. Probably Freddie or Soto. That non-Cub. Freddie or Soto. One of those two guys. Nice stop by Dansby. Probably no need to. Oh my gosh, he almost got him. I was going to say no need to throw that ball, but holy Moses, he almost got him. But people keep saying how skinny Mookie is. Have you seen Mookie before? He's not that thin, much skinnier than he always is. He's maybe like 5 pounds down. Not a big guy. Do you think the Luka trade was an inside job? I don't, but I think it's ridiculous and actually been under talked about how bad it is. Wow, that was an insane effort by Dansby. Yeah, he lost 50 pounds because he's sick, but he gained it back now. He's I think I heard him say he's like back up to like 170. And he probably weighs like 175. Like, do you remember the David Bodie walk-off versus the Nats? Of course I do. I think it was off Ryan Matson, if I remember correctly. Sunday Night Baseball. I believe Max Scherzer started that game for the Nats. I could be wrong. Forgot who started that game for the Cubs. Can't remember. Sam, can you give your opinion on the Cubs broadcasting team? I think I've done that quite a bit. I don't want to be redundant. How do you have such a good memory for sports? I don't have much of a life. This is my favorite thing to do. Cole Hamels, good. That's who it was. Nice. I think that's right. That's right. Great poll. That's right. It was Cole Hamels. Great poll. Well, Ethan Roberts is starting to be uncompetitive here. I think if he gives up like 5, we might just call it a night. Will Trevor Bauer pitch in the MLB again? I don't know. One of the reasons we don't talk about that a lot on the show is because I don't understand. I don't know what's going on. Like I don't know the story. Like from what we've read, I don't understand why he's not in the league. But because of every single team isn't even linked to him at all, I'm smart enough to know maybe there's something to the story I don't know. So I just leave it alone. But like people always ask me, is Trevor Bauer going to go to the Cubs? It's like, well, it's not just the Cubs. Every single team in the league is not even close to him. So that's why we don't talk about it. 1999, I only know NBA. 1999 NBA MVP was the lockout year. It was Karl Malone. Tim Duncan won the Finals MVP that year in like his second year in the league or third year in the league. Do you like Ben Johnson? Yeah, we'll see. I got to wait to see what's on the field. Who wins in a 3-point contest in their prime, Ray Allen or Reggie Miller? Great question. I don't know. Ray Allen. I think he had more of a 3-point. Nice. Ooh, nice comeback from Ethan Roberts there. Yeah, someone said I'd rather have Trevor Bauer than Caleb Theodore. Yeah, I mean, in terms of pure talent, he's better than a lot of guys that are playing, but there's more to it than that. We just don't know the story, so I don't like to speculate. Sam, who's the most random bull that you can name? Oh my gosh. I don't know. There's so many of them. Not even going to go there. Dickie Simpkins. Sam, didn't you say you were at the Bodie game in a past episode? No, I was not at that game. If I did say that, it was a miscommunication. I was not at the David Bodie game. That'd be crazy if I was, but I wasn't. His favorite home run derby, Sammy Sosa, 2002 in Milwaukee. when the home run derby was actually entertaining instead of speeding it up because nobody has the attention span to watch baseball anymore. It should be 10 outs and you should admire your home run. It's not about how many you could hit in a certain amount of time. It's just we want to admire home runs and hitting the ball far. They've turned the home run derby into a stamina contest. It's absolutely ridiculous. What's Tyler Chatwood up to? Yeah, I don't know. Might be able to use him soon. So happy that the Brewers shut out the Diamondbacks today. Man, Freddie looks so rusty today. All right. Great job, Ethan. We're still kicking. Down 3, headed to the 8th. Let's have some fun. Let's change the season. Score 4 here. Checking some NBA scores. Warriors are finally taking care of business. Man, the Lakers are so good now, man. I can't believe they might win the title. It's so crazy. Clippers are winning again. Man. All right, sorry, I missed some of these questions. Let's go. Need something from Shaw. Yeah, you're not kidding. I wonder, so who's due up for the Cubs? Is PCA due up? So is it, who made the last out? Dansby. So it's Horner, PCA, Shaw. I'm just trying to think if they're going to go Trinan or Scott here, because they flip it based on pockets. I would think Trinan, and then they'll save those. Yeah, I think Trinan, they'll save Scott for Happ and Tucker, and then Bush. I mean, Bush will get pinch hit for, but I would guess it'll be Trinan here. Favorite baseball movie? Oh man, so many. Sandlot, probably. Yeah, you never know. Celtics Lakers, there's a real chance, man. Yeah, it's tough to run the bases well when you can't get on base. How tall am I? 5'11". 5'11". Oh yeah, I forgot Justin Turner. He'll get a big ovation when he hits, probably. No, I don't think so, Max. Yeah, for sure, David. But this one, I didn't expect him to score 4 or more. I'm always honest, man. I don't say 6 feet. I'm 5'11". I'm 5'11". I hate when people do that, and I hate when girls will be like, "Well, whenever you see Nico hit the ball in the air, it's always a bad sign. The ball just goes nowhere." Yeah, it's not going well for him, Jeffrey. He's not the GM. He's the I think he's the COO of the team, because the GM's James Jones, and it's not going well for him and the Suns. Maybe the worst season in NBA history. Yeah, I always say 5'11", man. It doesn't. My dating app profiles do not say 6 feet. They say 5'11". I don't believe in that. If I gotta lie to somebody, if that actually matters, then that's not for me, bro. I don't do that stuff. I'm 5'11". I'm not 6 feet. I'm not 6 feet. I'm probably closer to 5'10" than I am 6 feet. I'm not 6 feet, so I don't say that. Here's PCA. Not even close. Any word on Rizzo? I don't know what you're referring to. No, I don't think so, Becky. Cubs saw. Hey, listen. The good news is if the Cubs could hold them in the 8th, the Cubs saw their top guys. They literally went. I don't think the Dodgers are going to lose a game this year, or many, that go Yamamoto to Trinan to Scott, to Yamamoto, Yates to Trinan to Scott. That usually means they're winning if they use those guys. So pretty tough customers here. Sam, have you noticed that PCA makes many base running mistakes getting picked off? Yeah, I have. Yeah, I know Anthony Rizzo's an unsigned free agent. I just don't have a word. I don't have any word on him. I don't know Rizzo like that. Great eye. Good job, Pete. What would you change about the All-Star break? Just make the home run derby fun again. Stop doing the timing thing. Come on, Pete. Another full count and a foul ball. All right. Progress. I appreciate you appreciating it, Cubs 0209. How many ballparks have you been to? That's a good question. A lot of them, but not as many as you think. Probably like 10, 11. Attaboy, Pete. Way to hang. This is really just scraping away for positivity here. No, it's better record. Better record, Julian. Come on, PD. No. Good hit, though. Good swing. Good swing. Oh, boy. One of the worst parts in baseball is when a game goes exactly how you think it's going to go. It's so anticlimactic. This is exactly how this game was always going to go. Yamamoto dominates. Boyd hangs in there for sure for a while, gives up one big homer, and that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty much done with this bag. I have like scrap slack left. Sam, how is Shaw aligned with your expectations? Yeah, he's been disappointing so far. It's early. But that's the thing that's so hard on the podcast is it's so hard to relay what I'm feeling because if I say that, everyone will be like, well, it's so early. I'm not saying he's going to be bad. I just thought to start the year, he'd be a little bit better than this. I don't think that that's crazy to say. He doesn't. He's not hitting the ball hard. He's been better than I thought he'd be on defense, and he's much faster than I thought. But his offense, he just. I looked at Shaw. I watched his at bats last year. This is a guy that hits. He's aggressive and hits the ball hard a lot. You know, it's just look at this. Like he has one barrel, one. Yeah, someone said he's hitting the ball like magical, except he's not even hitting it as much. And I actually I think Matt Shaw's going to be great. Like it's just that just because I'm not happy with where he's at now doesn't change the future. I just thought he'd be better than this early on. Just not competitive. There's another very soft pop out. Like these at bats, it's like he's swinging a Nerf bat. You know. Rob said, winners don't complain about how good the other team is. We just have to do better. Yeah, well, that's great in theory, Rob, but the other team has $330 million more that they spend, and they have a way better team. Like, tell that to the Rockies. You think the Rockies are going to come in here and go, well, it's not about the Dodgers. We just got to be better. They're better. The Dodgers are better than the Cubs at every single thing in baseball. But the Cubs, they were like that last year, and the Cubs beat them 4 out of 6. What you hope happens when you play the Dodgers is that baseball happens. It's random. You know what I mean? Like the Washington Nationals took 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers. Why? Because the Dodgers started their 3 worst starting pitchers. It's timing, and we got a little bit unlucky with the timing, but we got positive with the timing when we faced the Padres. We missed Cease and Michael King. We missed DeGrom. So, hopefully it'll even itself out. But this series always felt like a really tough one, and hopefully we win one of them. 1989 NBA Finals MVP. That's going to be Joe Dumars. Detroit, I believe, swept the Lakers that year. Magic Johnson won the regular season MVP, if you were wondering. Sam, do you think MLB playoffs are broken or like the randomness? I don't like the randomness. I think the best team should be rewarded over 162. But I think last year we saw that, that still can happen. Somebody said Angels got killed tonight. Paredes 3 hits. Like I care or anyone cares. Oh, no, I wish we didn't give up Paredes, who can't hit a home run at Wrigley Field. Oh, shucks. Bill Buckner spotlight, terrific. Feel bad for Bill Buckner. Had a really good career, and he's only remembered for one play. Funny note about Curb Your Enthusiasm on the last line there. Who's in? Oh, Eli Morgan. See, this will be funny. You'll see Tommy Edman here probably not hit the ball that hard because lefty, he's like a 9 hitter. But righty, he's like Manny Ramirez. He's a totally different guy. Yeah, it's been rough for Workman. It's a quick game. Man, I've had a lot of sugar today. Yeah, I think Tommy Edman's a Cub killer, but I also think it just makes sense. The Cubs have a bunch of lefties. He's really good at hitting lefties. So he's going to kill a lot of teams that have a lot of lefties. All right, let's see. Prove me right, Eli Morgan. Oh, great take by Edman there. Thoughts on Cosgrove? Yeah, just another throw something at the wall, hope it sticks, that they get it right and can help the pen. 2-2. Little pop-up foul. This is a better pitch from Eli Morgan. I actually think Eugenio Suarez has moved into the biggest Cub killer I've ever seen. He literally is so mediocre against everyone else but us. Yeah, the division games are going to be so important, man. Yeah, Will. Shout out Will, man. I fully agree with you, Will. Biggest miss of the offseason was Luzardo. He had injury risk for sure, but I don't know if you guys remember those episodes. That was a guy I wanted more than anybody outside of Kyle Tucker. That's the exact type of guy we would have. Come on, Eli. Man, Tommy Edman's just locked in right now. I mean, these are good pitchers. Top 5 Cub killers, probably Suarez, Pujols, Mike Schmidt is probably on there. I don't know. There's so many, man. There's so many. Connor Joe always hits well against us. I mean, I think the Cub killer exercise is funnier when it's not a good player. Because like Willie Mays has a ton of homers against the Cubs, Pujols, Votto. But like those guys are great against everybody. So, I think Ozzie Albies would be probably one. Oh, there's Ozzie Albies right there. As I said it. Daniel Murphy, it's not a bad one. Oh my gosh, Tommy Edman. Enough, man. I quit. You're amazing. Please stop. Please, I don't want to watch you anymore. I want the game to end already. Just get your hit and go to sleep. Or let me go to sleep, I mean. It's 3-2. How long of an AB is this? Oh my gosh. This guy, put Tommy Edman in there. This guy is hitting like Mickey Mantle. Switch hitter. I don't want to do this anymore. Oh, that better be an out. Thank you. Good job, Eli. Good job. Man, what a rough day for the Cubs. The Reds won, the Cardinals won, the Brewers won, we lose. And we get bad Steele news. Ugh. Literally the second headline on MLB is Cubs Steele to get second opinion on injured elbow. So nauseating. Good pitch. Eli Morgan looks good. 2000. See, I don't know. I only know MVPs, Finals MVPs, and who won the title. I don't know Defensive Player of the Years like that. I'm not at that level. The 2013 MVP was LeBron James, both regular season and finals. I can tell you that. Yeah. Would you stop young Sam from liking baseball? No, but I wish I had more of a social life in my 20s as this ball comes back to Eli Morgan, easy out. I really think I wasted some time because now I'm in my 30s, man, or just, low 30s. And I have no will to go out and I never meet people. And so I wish that I wasn't because I wasted some time on some really bad Cubs teams, man. Like I legit spent nights in college not going out, watching like the 2013 Cubs. Like it was pretty bad. Yeah, 1999 Finals MVP. Already said that, Tim Duncan. Yeah, I remember the two Steve Nash MVPs, 05 and 06. Good pitch. Eli Morgan looks much better. Eli Morgan looked much better today. If you want to take a positive out of Sam, what was your best part of your watch long? Eli Morgan looked better. Okay, great. Who's up for us next inning? Amaya, Hap, and we get one more. We get one more Tucker AB. What made you love the Cubs so much? Probably my dad. 2011 best MVP of all time, Derrick Rose. Or Dirk Nowitzki, if you're talking about the finals MVP. Sam, say Jed doesn't come back. Who would you pick as your next GM? President of baseball ops? I don't know. I don't know the industry like that, man. Probably, I'd like to get an interview. Oh, everyone keeps asking me finals MVPs that are Tim Duncan. 03 finals MVP, Tim Duncan. He almost had a quadruple double against the Nets in the clinching game. I think he had like 20 something, 10, and like 9 blocks. How many MVPs did Jordan win? Finals MVP 6, regular season MVPs 5. What previous Cubs player would you add to this year's roster, keeping the same position? Oh, great question. Can I get like the year they were really good? 2016 Chris Bryant to play third base would probably be right off the top of my list. That'd be awesome. Hey, great inning, Eli. Cubs have 2 hits. And one of them they got thrown out on. Went to Loyola, University of Chicago. I was not in a frat. Sam, what's your favorite Cubs memory, not counting the World Series Game 7? Well, how about we just don't count the World Series year? Because they're all from that. Like, if you don't count the World Series win, it's Hendricks' performance against the Dodgers. If you don't count that one, it's Montero's grand slam. So I'll say non 16 memory. I mean, beating the Cardinals in 15, for sure. Beating the Cardinals in 15, man, that was sick. That was so sick when we beat them. That was so sick. I don't even remember when Loyola was in the Final Four, but no. Sam, were you smart in school? Yeah, I was, but I didn't really I didn't really work hard. I just relied a lot on my memory. Aramis' walk-off against Francisco Cordero in 2007 against the Brewers, that was crazy. That was up there for me. But I'd have to say when they beat the Cardinals, man, that felt like a real turning point. My whole life, like I never would have imagined. That was like 100+ win Cardinals team. That was so sick. Yeah, I wish the Cubs still had Schwarber too, but you can go both ways. What if they still had Bryant, Baez, or Rizzo? You know, Rizzo's out of the league. Bryant's one of the worst players in the league, and Baez is one of the worst contracts in the league. Sam should have been a lawyer. No, I'm pretty happy with my profession now. All right, let's see if we can have a little drama here. My guess is no, but why not? Here's Tanner Scott. That's kind of cruel, isn't it? That Tanner Scott's going to close this out against us. Sam gives me accountant vibes. Not sure that's a compliment. I don't know. I've never heard somebody in my life tell me I give them accountant vibes. Man, perfect pitch. Oh, man. It's demoralizing facing this team. My dad's favorite Cub, Billy Williams. Good take, Miggy. Probably Probably Fenway. Yeah, they have lost every watch along. We're 0-3. Yeah, and I didn't mean anything bad towards accountants. Yeah, I liked Soriano. I liked him. He was entertaining. He was always so cool. If you sat in the left field bleachers, he would always talk with you. Good job, Miggy. Yeah, we'd like to, Chris. We'd like to. Yeah, I think my dad I think Billy Williams was just his guy. You know? I don't know. All right, let's battle here, Miggy. Attaboy. Way to fight, babe. Do. Come on, one time for us, Miggy. Ooh, we caught a break there. All right, full count. How many times have we said this? If this is a strikeout, man, I'm going to be so livid. Give us something to cheer about. Just give us something. It's 11:30 Central Time. Something. Attaboy, Miggy. Way to hang in there. Who's on deck? Hap? And then you get Tucker. Just get on base here. Give us something. Come on. Give us something. Come on, Miggy. Oh, great piece of hitting, man. These Dodger guys, when they get to 3-2, they become machines. Perfect slider, low and away, right on the corner. That was a great piece of hitting by Amaya to even hang in there. Come on, make a bad pitch. Attaboy. This is a great at bat. Bravo, Miguel. Very proud of you. Doing a great job. 10-pitch AB against an elite closer. Outstanding work. I respect that. I respect not giving away an AB here. Now, get rewarded. Oh, man. Just no fun, these guys. I mean, Tanner Scott's one negative about him, too, is that he'll walk you. And he threw 4 straight perfect 3-2 pitches. And the game literally came down to that swing of the bat from Tommy Edman, who all of a sudden just hits balls halfway up the bleachers like it's nothing. And then dances around the bases. Yeah. All right, back to the chat. That ball's hit pretty well by Ian, but it'll be caught. Ian Happ's had a really rough luck start to the year, man. Yeah, Scott has no walks this year, of course. Comes right to the Dodgers, throws a bunch of pitches. Or a bunch of non-walks. Just does everything right. All right, down to our final out. Kyle Tucker. Yeah, Joe's probably doing a postcast tonight. You guys could check that out. Not a whole lot to talk about, unfortunately. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is really, really good. Matthew Boyd was also really good, but so was Tommy Edman, and that was the difference. Yes, Becky, that's correct. Appreciate you guys. We'll pick one next time that the Cubs actually have a chance in. We'll pick one. We've seen Yamamoto twice, and then the Diamondbacks. So we'll pick one. That they can win. I'll pick one that they're favored. I'll do a look ahead so we can actually cheer. Because I've done 3 watch-alongs. I think the Cubs have 2 runs total. I'd like to, Seth. I'd like to. Look at Kyle Tucker. He won't give away an AB. He won't give away an AB. This isn't over until Kyle Tucker says it is. And now he says it is with a great line drive right at the right fielder. Fitting end. All right, guys, have a great weekend. If we come back for a show Monday and avoid a sweep, it would be a successful weekend. Take care and go Cubs.